Welcome back, curlers and curlettes, for some fine curling in our event finals happening right now. We have the final event ceremony taking place with the bagpipes and our curlers marching out onto the ice. Oh, would you just listen to that sweet serenade? We got the stomping of the feet and the brooms. Some fine curling teams ready to launch some stones. As our teams march forward here. Everyone geared up with their grippers and slippers and brooms. These 8 teams have played this entire week, and it all has led up to this moment. The A event final, B event final, C event final, and D event final. We have some beverages being passed out to our teams here. It wouldn't be curling if there wasn't some sultry beverages. One by one, beverages are being handed out for this ceremony. Halfway through the lineup. Well, this is taking place, I guess I can give you some insight. Over on sheet 1, or sheet A, I'm gonna go with numbers, it's just easier to say. So over on sheet 1, we have the C event final, which is going to be Team Full House against C to Shining Sea. Quick announcement coming up, so I'm gonna be quiet for this.
Congratulations. On sheet.
I'll commentate too. Looks like our host here drops his paper.
On sheet D, we have the D event final. Casino Royale with Cheese, playing Chartoga. On sheet A, we have the C event final. That's Full House from Charleston, Peachtree, and Charlotte, playing against C to Shining Sea, Plainfield, Granite, and Charlotte. On sheet C, we have the B event final. Potomac playing Full House Sweepers from Charlotte. And then on sheet B, we have the A event final, which is Lee from Triangle playing Joe DeGolovi and a few other dudes from Charlotte.
All right, just want to thank everyone again for being here. I won't go through all of the many thank yous that we did last night, but just want to thank the volunteers again as a whole. They've been amazing. I want to thank all of you, the teams, for coming to Charlotte for this event and making it a successful one. And with that, to the Piper. To the Piper.
Good curling. These games will not be timed.
All right, well, that does it for our opening ceremonies. There's some hustle and bustle going on out there in the ice. As our teams get ready, I can let you know that our mic'd up teams are going to be.
Good curling. Dave, Ryan, great to meet you, sir. If you want to swear, just lean into the mic.
I will do my best not to.
They said they couldn't trust you guys not to.
They could not.
David, good curling. David, good curling. Good curling.
All right, so our only mic'd up team is going to be Team Lee on sheet 2 or sheet B.
Thanks. You too. Here we go.
You guys know which color you are?
I think we are red, I believe.
Yeah, we're red.
We're red, so you guys flip for. Um,
We do leads. We've been doing leads.
yep, leads is, yep.
Shoe or stone? Okay. I like shoes.
Stone, all
Use
right.
the lobster coin. Use the lobster coin.
All right, guys, here we go. Good curling all around, guys. No, not a problem. Thank you for wearing the name tags, otherwise I'll never remember the names. I'll have to keep looking at. Ryan and I might remember because the guy who leads the field is Ryan. So
you're mic'd up?
I am mic'd up.
Hi, Mom.
We got a high mom coming in there from one of the opponents of Team Lee.
Yes, good.
And so just so you know, if you're following along at home, which I assume if you're tuning in to this YouTube sportscast, that yes, you are in fact tuning in. So on sheet 1, where we have Full House and Sea to Shining Sea, we're going to have Full House curling red stones and Sea to Shining Sea curling yellow stones. On sheet 2, that's our mic'd up sheet, we're going to have, oh, excuse me, got to take a libation here. Apple pie, down the hatch. Cheers with my co-announcer here. Oh, delicious. All right, so back to the sports going on here, the curling going on here on sheet 2.
All right, guys.
Curling red.
Just stay
Our mic'd up team, Team Lee, curling against Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes curling yellow stones. On sheet 3, curling red is Team Potomac, curling against Full House Sweepers, curling yellow
I
stone.
like 70 with a little
And on
push.
sheet 4,
Your
in our
normal,
D event
pretty good
final,
push,
we
pretty good
have
push,
our
pretty good
Casino
push.
Royale with cheese curling in red stones and Chartoba curling yellow stones.
Yep, go ahead. Yep.
And
yep.
we got some
You have to-
action
on
popping
70.
off on our sheet
Yep.
2 and sheet 4 already.
David's
We're on
rock,
sheet
switch.
2.
Yeah,
bring
it,
Lee has
bring it,
thrown
bring it,
their
bring it.
first
Hard,
stone.
guys.
They want to bring it. They're trying to bring it in past
the way we
yellow
can
Joe
promote
DeBlovey and a
it.
few
All right.
other dudes.
Yeah, no,
And
I
they
had-
do just inside, setting
I
up
had
some
70
guards.
going.
On sheet 4, where we
That
have
was 70,
our
so
Casino Royale team
whatever.
who has launched their
I
first
trust
stone,
70 more than I trust
and
30.
Chartoba in yellow throwing
Yeah,
their
that was definitely
first
a big-
stone. Looks like Casino Royale has set up a guard just outside the 12. And yellow Chartoba coming in here. Remember, this is the D event final on sheet 4. Sweeping in, trying to get that to curl up and behind our red team, Casino Royale with cheese. And they do. Right into the 4. Nice curling. All right, over to sheet 3.
Like it.
Where sheet 3, again, is
You're going through it. Promote.
our Potomac
Promote.
in red and
Got
Full
it,
House
thank
Sweepers
you.
in yellow.
Good push. Good hard push. Good hard push. There you go. We're wide. I like it.
Right here on sheet 3, looks like we got our Full House Sweepers throwing their second stone.
Little nick
Going
off.
for a
Little
right
nick
to
off.
left curl on that one, staying in the center.
Okay. Was he on the broom?
A nice light
Wide.
weight on that
Okay.
one, so I assume that's going to be a great guard.
Yeah.
Curling back towards the center line.
That was 30. That was 34.
I think that's going to
Yeah,
come
that was
to
34,
come to a
plus the big
stop.
time.
Halt right off of the center line there.
I
All
did,
right,
but
over
I
to
didn't
sheet
want
4.
34. I wanted 50
Our
when
D
it
event
was
final, where our yellow Chartoba team has just released their second stone. And that came in a little too hot. That stone was running away like it owed someone alimony. Let's go over to sheet 1 here, our C event final, where we haven't gotten any commentary on the action happening on here. Our yellow team C to Shining
Worst
Sea, looks
case
like
is
they have one in
promote.
the house. I can't see it on the,
All right,
monitor.
sounds good. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
like
can
it.
on this one, okay. So C to Shining Sea has one in the house in the 8, right in the middle,
Good.
where our
Get
red
him in,
team,
move 'em all out
Full
with,
House,
control.
has 2 center guards set
All
up
right.
there right off of the center line,
I
both
like
left
normal,
and
like-
right.
Okay, here we go. Control.
Yeah, let's go normal. Let's go normal, Joe.
Yeah, I like normal.
All right. Staying on sheet 1
Yep, you
here,
got it,
where
you
yellow
got it.
C to Shining
the
Sea throws their second stone for a right to left
Normal.
curl on that one,
Yep.
just outside
Yep,
of the
yep.
right side center line. Got some sweeping going on as they try to get that to curl in and around and behind, and it looks like they're just going to remain eye level with Full House in the guard position. Let's go over to sheet 4, our D event final, where Casino Royale and Chartoba has just thrown one. Looks like they're throwing a knockout stone. And that's going to be enough to take it out, leaving a yellow Chartoba with a guard. 2 in the house for Casino Royale with cheese. 1 in the 8, 1 in the 12, just on the back of the 12 there. Or I should say mid back of the 12, if that's correct. And we got 1 coming in on sheet 3 for our red team. Potomac just going to nestle in there, just to lightly kiss Full House Sweepers.
I like that.
Both
Yeah.
stones in the
Go
12.
ahead. You want to split them? Yeah, I like that too.
Casino Royale with
Peel.
cheese and red, releasing
All right, just as much
their
as you got.
4th stone.
A little more ice. It's not going to quite have.
Looks like that's going to
He's not
come in
gonna
as
have
a nice
that.
guard, just going to make it past the foul line, setting up some protection for their 2 stones there
Big push.
in the 8 and the 12.
There you go.
Yep. Yep.
Norma-
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
We'll go over to 2 here,
Okay, push. Push.
where we got some hot sweeping happening from our
was
mic'd
not
up
Peel.
team.
No.
Team
we knew it
Lee.
was going to be down.
Oh, and they hit one. That one's actually going to knock it out.
Wow.
Great for Team
That's all
Lee.
I hardly got it out the back.
All guard stones happening up there. We got a lower guard, Team Lee in red, with the lower guard there. Stones closer to the house, what I mean by lower guard. 3 total guard stones by our red team Lee against the 2 total guard stones by our yellow team Joe DeBloby and a few other dudes. Heading over to sheet 3, the B event final, where we have red team Potomac releasing a stone with a left to right curl just off of the center line from the left heading to right, trying to thread that needle. Look at that. That's a nice thread. Is it going to make it into the house? We're going to find, look at that, sweep away, and it does, but it's not enough to get inside
I think we gotta
of
go.
yellow Full House
We gotta go
Sweepers. Had they done that, that would have been a great curl with some amazing
Wow, that
guards
is
set
nasty
up
slow.
to protect that stone. Now over to sheet 4,
All right.
where our red team
So
Potomac has
45
a
with
stone
the
coming
positive.
in off to the left, curling into the right. Is
40.
that going to be enough to hit it? It is. Takes it out. What a great takeout by Potomac, leaving them with 2 scoring stones in the 8.
Wide.
On sheet 2,
Ryan's.
mic'd up team Lee,
Ryan's rock.
Easy,
Calling
guys.
out the
Easy,
stone.
Hot.
easy,
Looks
easy.
hot. Whoa. Looks
asking
hot.
for an easy sweep. They're letting it go. They're just going to let it curl right to left.
12-5.
That's got a good weight on it.
Finish.
I don't. And that's going to end up in the 4
Pretty good.
just before the button. That's going to be a great
Jason.
stone for our team Lee, mic'd up team playing for the A event final.
Good weight. What'd you have? 48. It's going to get hotter fast, quick, so.
All right, folks, they're viewing in on the stream. Just a little update. We've had to change where the announcers have to set up, so I have a little bit more skewed of a view. So I may not be able
Either
to
guard
call
it,
this
he
out
wants to guard it.
exactly how
Right
things
here
are
on the
playing out, but
corner.
we're going to do our best. So
Protect
Or
that
light's okay too.
Yep.
over here on sheet 4,
60,
Again,
I think. It's got to be, I mean.
the
I
D
feel like
event final,
48.
where red team
Yeah, I'd
Casino
still-
Royale with
I-
cheese
Even 75 or 80.
has
you
just
might
let
be
one
good.
go. And that's going to nestle up there, kiss their other top guard stone there. And currently in the house, each teams have 1 stone in
Wide.
the house, with our yellow
Close,
team,
close,
Chartoba,
It's close.
in the primary scoring position.
You might be able to take that in.
Sheet 3,
Might be
Full
able to
House
go
Sweepers
behind.
has just released one. This one's got some weight to it. It's a speedy rock. Is that going to come in and be able to tap on Potomac's? It is. That's going to knock that out of contention.
Okay. Nice shot.
And from
Yep.
what I can see, looks like Full House Sweepers have the scoring stone. Again, from the position that I'm standing, I'm not going to have a full view of the cameras, so I'm just going to call them as I see them.
I think I actually was close to the broom on that one.
a little wide.
Yeah.
Gotta remember we're mic'd up.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. I forgot.
Nothing swearing.
I always forget.
That's all right. I'm good. I told him I'm going to blow out the mic when I'm calling lines, so he's already prepped for that.
All right, so we just got permission to change our viewing angle, so we're going to go back to it. We're going to have full view of the ice now.
I don't think you can really get by it.
I'm just going to move some obstructions in the area so that we can move more freely between the sheets of ice here, so that we can call this game and keep it exciting for you guys.
Otherwise, you put that right back a little higher, maybe just biting.
Again, for those of you just tuning in, we are at the Charlotte Curling Facility here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where, boy, do they have a nice facility. They got 4 sheets of ice with nice locker rooms for men's and women's, a full bar, and we got food and beverages all set up for everyone. Everyone's having a great time here curling, throwing some stones at our Grits and Granite event here. We're going over
Floating.
sheet 2, where our yellow team, Joe DeBlovey and a few other guys, have just let loose one of their stones, curling it from right to left. That's going to come in, hit red team Lee, our mic'd up team stone, and would you look at that? They knocked one out into the 8.
Got a throw guard.
Team Lee still has the main scoring position here with the stone closest to the button, and Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes setting up actually a nice guard there for that stone. That's going to be a tough one for them to knock out, if you ask me. Both teams on this sheet 2 playing in the A event final. That's the big
Guard
one.
for our lives here.
With 2 stones in the house.
2, guys, 2.
Huh? 70. All right.
Going to move on over to sheet A here, or sheet 1. This is the C event final, where it looks like we have 2 stones remaining for each team. Red team full house is in the hack.
Yeah,
That's
get it
their
over,
skip.
make sure.
It was all we
Easy,
want.
it's got to curl.
All we want is 2, guys. Line's
And
important.
again, if you
Line's
guys,
important.
are hearing the
no.
chatter between our teams here, all that chatter is happening on sheet 2. Our mic'd up team is the Redstone
I think that's
team
enough.
Lee.
Yeah, it might be.
So the chatter might not match
I don't
up
think
with
my
what I'm
target-
commenting on. Back to
Couple
sheet
inches
1
off the
here,
roll,
where
but
we
close
have
enough.
our red team full house. When looks like they're trying to bump
I'm not sure.
What's he
I'm not
calling?
sure
stone
he can get the
in.
yellow. He's gotta-
Just trying to poke.
and it's not going to happen.
he's gonna try to poke the yellow.
And if you look here, our red team full house has 1 in the house. It's on the back of the 12. And our yellow Sea to Shining Sea have 4 in the house.
He's going to end up just giving me a path
Oh,
to-
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
let's find out.
Sea to Shining Sea is red. Okay, looks like we had a mix-up here, and I'm going to make sure that that's correct on the online stream. Hold on a moment.
So what do we got? We got.
I think the only way to
Try
get
to
it
grab
is
a
from
piece of
here.
4 from
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Yeah,
the
there's
question
nothing
is,
over here.
I don't
There's
think
no
you can go there.
promotes. That's
I'm not
it.
sure there's anything there.
Yeah, there's nothing. So we
You
got.
want to pick a line and just throw it here? Throw it out here?
Oh, you don't want to try for 2? The downside is I tick off of that. It's
All
never
right.
going to outcount that.
Yeah, all right. Where'd you have you here? Before? Before? So
We're going to head over to sheet D or sheet
just
3,
had
if I've
me
been
here
calling. This
for
is the
touch and
final
center.
rock the hammer
So,
for our
yeah.
yellow team,
Yeah, I like
Chartoba.
But
Trying to
we're at
curl
this
one
far
in.
wide, it might not
They
come
got some
back.
great weight on that. I think they're going to make it in. Can they get it inside of Red Casino Royale with cheese? They can't. And it looks like Red is Casino Royale is going to score the
This
point
is
on
here.
that one. We're going to head back over to sheet 1 where
We just need a piece of the 4.
we had a little mix-up there.
Right.
On the scoreboards, we got it fixed. So it's going to be full house is our yellow stones, and Sea Shining Sea is throwing our red stones.
All right, see if we can just touch the 4 foot here, sneak one in.
All right.
What's oops? Boobs? Oh, you're saying boobs.
Right over here on sheet 1, this is the C
What
event
number are you
final.
trying to hit? What number are you
Where
trying
now
to
we
hit?
have things finally corrected, and we're down to our last
75?
house
Thank
being
you.
rowed for this end.
Right, guys? You like
That
75?
yellow full house is going to have the hammer in this round. We got the skips and vice skips down there
That's
trying to
light.
figure out what's going on. Talking
Yep,
about a
then
full
bring it.
house. There are a lot of stones down there.
I'd say.
And I would say full house
Yep,
has the
switch.
full house. They got 4 stones in the
Switch.
house, all in
No.
scoring
Switch.
contention.
Save yourself.
So this is a very
That's a
important
guard.
stone for
Give it
Sea
up,
to
give it up.
Shining Sea. There's a lot of guards
You know
up
when I
there,
let
so
that
I,
guard
I
goes
have no idea what they're going to do.
You got
If I was
75?
an experienced curler, then
It
I
just
would
felt like-
maybe have a guess, but I do not.
Yep, you're good. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you probably heard her say worse to him.
All right, we're back at it on our sheet 1 here where we have a hammer
Come on,
throw
three.
being thrown by our red team, Sea to Shining Sea. This is a huge stone, ladies and gentlemen, because we got 4 potential points here for
75.
Team Full House,
Yeah,
and
75
Sea
you
to
do it,
Shining
Joe.
Sea has to
where it
basically
goes.
thread that needle with a
Good push.
knockout and remain in the middle. Let's see what they do here. All right, the skip releases it. We got a left to right curl
Now
on
you
this.
can
That's
go.
what he wants to do. He's on the left-hand side of the middle lane there.
All on its
From
own
my
way.
angle here, it looks like he's
No,
gonna,
it's
but
not gonna
maybe
be in,
they
it's
could
not gonna
tap
be
it
in,
in.
it's not
Let's
gonna
see
be
what
in,
they
not gonna
do.
be in.
He's gonna tap it. Is that enough to touch the other yellow stone?
Nice try.
Yeah, it's not. But what that is going to
Nice
do
shot.
is it's going to decrease the amount of
Nice
points
tight
that they
shot.
did get that end. So great stones being thrown by both teams there. That was a great stone thrown by the skip of the of Team Red, Sea to Shining Sea, because had he not thrown that one the way he did, they would have scored 4 points on that end. So that reduced it by 50%. All right, we're going to go back over to our sheet 2 of ice, the A event final. That's the big one, where yellow team Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes has just set up a guard.
Well, promote.
Yeah, just
I
back
like that.
4, wait.
Red team Lee.
So just a touch.
I don't mind another guard, so don't be heavy. Just back 4, wait.
That's it. You hear Team Lee there. He doesn't want another guard. Back
You at
4
80?
heavy is what he's calling. So for those of
I
you
would
that are
say,
new to curling,
70
that means he's trying to go for the
70-ish.
back of the red circle. Heavy means a heavy weight.
70-ish, yep, go, yes.
So here we go. What I think is happening here, judging by this stone, they're trying to kiss
Corner,
Their
chip it,
redstone
so
there.
it'll come
Chip
off
it.
of it.
and knock it in.
Still
They're
gonna
going to
go
miss
out.
it.
No, it's
Nope,
not.
never mind. They did touch it. And that's going to, well, with the help of sweep
That'll
in,
work.
never mind. That's going to stay in the 12. Just on the outer rim of the 12, leaving
That was a little hot. I had
Lee's
70, but
first stone there
Stick to
up
the
in front
plan,
as a
trust the
guard,
plan.
guarding the house.
Yeah.
what'd you have on that for him?
48.
48?
So Ryan had too.
Yeah. I think that's going to hang out there. If not, all right, let's go in. All right, you're up, Joe. Joe,
Guard,
you're up.
shucks darn it. Oh,
Okay, let's
phooey.
All right, curlers and girls, on the sheet there, I was mistaken. That last throw was not the hand.
Joe, let's draw behind. This is okay too, though.
60. What do you think, Joe? Yeah,
Said,
it's not
grant
bad.
me some grace. This is my
60?
first time
You're super soft.
commentating for a curling
You want a little
event.
more? Just 365. All right, I'm willing. I don't care as long as I like 60. Try 65. 65.
We're going over to sheet 4, where yellow curlers Chartoba has just thrown one off the back towards the hacks.
Back 12.
We
It's
have
heavy.
we got a back 12 call with a heavy.
All right,
Over
guys,
on Team
settle
Lee's.
down.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Settle down,
They're
everybody.
saying
settle
don't
down.
touch it. I don't think that's going to end up back 12. Oh, maybe it might.
Same
Yeah,
again.
never mind. See,
Momentum.
that's my inexperience. Just not knowing how heavy these stones are. They look like they're light, but then again, they come in. They got a lot of inertia coming into this, a lot of momentum.
75 for you for that line. 80, even 80. for you on that.
Look at this curl over
Yeah,
on
somewhere
sheet
around
3 where yellow, full house sweepers, throws a really wide curl over to the far left side of the ice, trying to get that to curl in. Is that going to make it past the line? Looks like it is. And they're going to have a far
Everybody's so
left
excited.
guard there.
Yeah, that line is fast.
Well, let's check it out.
That should be through.
You can hear team
Get
DeBlovy talking about
Get it out. I think it's still in, so that's sitting. So you got a little backing if you need
I'm
it.
sorry, you can hear Team Lee talking about on sheet 2 how that line that was just
Deep
thrown
breath,
as a
Joe,
fast
deep
line.
breath.
That's the one where they
70,
threw one out the
70,
back. And then yellow team
75 or 80.
Joe DeBlovy also threw one in the back 12.
Line's tight, Brian.
Over on sheet 4, Shartoba just threw one to knock out as a knockout stone, knocking out Casino Royales with cheese. One
You
up
need a
front
chip?
there. That's
Yeah.
going to leave
Okay.
Yep.
Push
might
it,
be able to
push
push
it,
Shartoba
push
with
it.
one in the house.
Push it, push it. I'll take the promote. Huge promote.
And
we go.
Casino Royale
Huge
with
amount.
cheese,
Better.
2 in the house,
Claws
both
lock,
their
clubs the
stones.
middle.
Casino Royale with cheese in scoring position. Remember, folks, these are the event finals happening right now from Grits and Granite. So these are the best of the best you're seeing happen here today. This is the best curling you're going to see
How's everybody
or
doing?
have seen if
Doing
you've been
fine.
following in
Doing
with
fine.
the
We're trying to
streams.
figure
Things
out
are going to
the
be
ice.
tight. Things are going to be wild. And they're
speed.
going to be slipping and sliding and sweeping all over the place here. Over on sheet 3. Got a nice stone nestling up there right on the button, but he's able to sweep it off to the back of the button. So it's not perfect center, but albeit that's a good one. Still on the button. If there's anyone out there that is not a curler that's still kind of learning the game and tuning in, I'm still learning as I go as well, but I can divulge some information. What's happening here is the teams come out of what's called the hack. Those are those blocks that they push off of, and then they curl a stone. They usually put they're signaled by their skip at the other end, whether to put a right rotation or a left rotation, and then the skip on the other end is calling out to them whether they should sweep or not. As they're sweeping, that's helping to speed, I can't say speed up because you cannot speed up the momentum, you can only allow it to slow down, but that makes it slide a little bit faster or slower, and the more you sweep, the less that the stone actually turns and curls. How scoring works, similar to horseshoes. It is the stones that are closest. So first you have to have the stone closest to the center. And then if you have stones that are inside of your opponent's stone, those score, everything else cancels out. So only the closest stones score. Each stone is worth 1 point.
You're promoted.
David, I want this to stay in front of T.
All right,
All
over
right,
here
so
on
not a
sheet
big
4.
hit.
Good knockout
tap
by
up.
Casino
Got it.
Royale with cheese. Puts one just in front of the center of the house in the 4 circle.
Yeah.
Some terminology here again, and for those of you that are just tuning in that may be new to the scene of curling. The circles there represent what is called the house.
if I
You have
plug that
the
hole, if I'm a
12
little
line,
light,
which
that's
is the
fine, too.
blue, the 8 line, which is the
85,
white,
90.
and the 4 line, or in the 4 circle or line, which is the 4. In the middle, you have the center. That's the center of the house. The
Good
very
positive.
white.
Good positive.
Brian. Whoa.
Gotta call.
Push.
We're going to tune in to sheet 3 here, where Potomac is
Easy now,
nestling
easy
one
now.
up in here. Going to do a nice takeout on full house sweepers, and that one's going to go right out the back of the house and be no good. Oh, wait, never mind. It stayed in. That one is still good. As long as it's touching and not fully over that line,
Needed a little
that
bit
stone
more
is
curl
still
to
in play.
get straight on
So,
nose.
for example, if
What'd you have,
yellow
Joe?
full house sweepers were to knock out
52.
all of red stones out of the
72,
house,
that's
and that
what-
was the only one remaining on the back, that would still score a point. Going back over to sheet 2, our mic'd up team. Lee in red, Joe DeBlovy and a few other guys curling yellow stones. Joe DeBlovy and a few other guys up right now curling their what looks like 4th stone, if my eyes are correct. 5th stone, I'm corrected by the
Could be close. Could be close. Actually looks like a pretty good
by the
rock.
fans in the stands here. Fifth stone coming in for Joe DeBlovey. Looks like they're going to try to miss that stone
12-3.
by Lee and just nestle
Coming
it up
hard.
on in there. Look at that. That's coming in. That's going to give a nice little bounce. And that'll give Team Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes the current scoring stone.
Let's hit this over nose and right here.
Got it.
They just bored.
All right. My
Just
favorite
board weight.
Bumper. All right, so 60, 55, 60. All right, here we go.
Team Lee's skip over
All
there,
right, here we go. 55.
showing their curler where to aim.
More important is get it out.
That's right. The most important thing is just get it in the house. He's off the hack.
No, we're wide. No,
Release
we're
it.
wide.
Got a curl, got a curl.
He's letting him know it's wide. So the reason they're not sweeping is so that that stone curls more.
All right, push it, Joe.
Because the more you sweep, the less it curls. All right, look at that.
Straight.
Okay,
Roll
they're
the other
letting
way,
it
roll the
go.
other way. All right.
Boom, took it out. Takes one out of play. Is two going to go out of play? Look at that. What a good curl.
Not quite.
Skip
Sorry
for
about
Team
that,
Lee.
a little
Thought it
wide.
was a little wide, but ended up curling in there.
Problem is
I'll
we
tell you,
leave
on
it
this
wide
end
open.
that's closest to us in the stands here, it seems that as soon as those stones make it to about the 1/3 point, they start to really curl. We're going over to 4 here, where we have a hammer throw going on for our team. Chartoba in yellow. This is the D event final. Chartoba has to get one in here and hopefully take out Casino Royale stone that's in the middle in order to score a point. It's looking a little wide. Is it going to touch it? It needs a kiss. And it's off the back. So that means that our Team Red Casino Royale with cheese is going to take 2 on that end.
Yep, right here. Right here.
Got it. Yep.
You got it?
Yep, got it.
Got quite a bit of stones on the ice here on sheet 3, where red team, Team Potomac, takes out yellow full house sweeper stone out of play, leaving theirs as a guard.
2 is good.
I think what they were trying to do, I could be wrong, but I think what they were trying to do was hit that one into, so take their red stone, hit it into the yellow guard that was up top there, knocking it down to knock down the one that's sitting right in the center of the house.
Good push.
Going back over to sheet 2.
Easy, guys, easy. It's got to
Team
touch
Lee.
some of the blue
Let
line.
it work.
Off.
Well,
That's
let it
right.
work.
They're calling
Let it
off.
work,
When they
let it
call
work.
off, that means they don't want
Where is it?
sweeping.
Coming in, yeah.
They're just
Top
trying to
12
set up a
line.
guard here to protect their stones.
On its own, on its own, on its own, on its own. No, 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 no.
No, Joe, stop it. You ruined it.
Just making sure.
He ruined it.
Got
Joe,
some
what are you doing?
got
What are
some
you
color
doing?
commentary coming in there
I
from
know,
Team Lee.
and you didn't stop. You kept your broom cleaning. You don't have a mic. They can't hear you.
Joe
can
only
definitely
wanted
hear
me to
Team
say
Lee.
No.
Words being exchanged there amongst the teammates about should he not have swept.
I'd like 6 rocks higher.
Looks like over here on sheet 3, we're down to the final 2 stones
Yeah,
for each team.
I felt like I was sliding a little slow, so I gave a little extra arm.
okay.
And over on sheet 2, our mic'd up sheet, where Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes in yellow have just released one going for a takeout. Good takeout. Takes out their back one, and can they sweep it off? Not off, but into the 12. Oh, team, I would assume at this point, and put up a blocker between Joe DeBlovey and then takes it out, opens it up for him. Currently, we have Team Yellow full house sweepers with 2 scoring
It's got a
stones.
curl. It's got a curl.
Cut a curl.
Can hear Team
Go,
Lee
Joe.
calling
Go,
out about
Joe.
it curling. They got it.
Come
They're
on,
trying to
come
get that
on.
to curl. They
Go,
wanted
go,
the
go,
chip
go.
off of that Yellowstone in front to set up a better block.
All right. Measure here. You might get a double and get two here, but let's see.
They think we're 2.
It's close. We'll probably end up measuring. Just
Over on sheet 4,
if he doubles.
where Casino Royale with cheese has just let one loose. taking out the yellow stone by Shartoba. That's completely off, and they leave their one stone inside the top of the house of the 12 for scoring position. Yellow over here on sheet 3. That's full house sweepers. Have just nestled one in there into the back of the 12, where they have 2 stones scoring. This is going to come down to a hammer.
Whoa!
Would you look at that over on sheet 2? Hammer throw by yellow. Joe DeBloved, a few other dudes, knocks out Team Lee's stone right onto the button to score them a point.
Sure. Perfect.
All right, so now we're heading to the hammer on sheet 3. Again, for those of you new to curling, the hammer means the last stone of an end.
Yeah, you're good, thanks.
Which is a very critical stone, especially in this instance where if you're looking bird's eye view of the stones, if
that's a good idea.
Potomac cannot get closer or knock out one of Full House Sweeper's stones.
Oh boy, is this one of these funky ones where
Full House Sweepers stand a chance to score 2 points here. And I don't think they're going for a knockout here.
Let's grab the other one. I'll go grab that one.
Looks like they're just trying to go for a closer stone and nestle it in there. I don't think it's going to make it.
Oh, is that the biter?
And that's going to give Full House Sweeper 2 points on that end.
Oh, yeah. He's got the other one.
All right, if you see what's happening here on sheet 2, they're bringing out the calipers to measure these 2 stones to see who's closer. So what they're going to do, there's a hole in the center of the house where they're going to put one end of that caliper, and then they're going to touch it to one of the stones, and then they swing it around and see whose stone is closer.
There we go.
So there you go. There's that center one that goes in there.
Oh. Does this flip
that
out?
can extend, yeah, that can extend.
All right, so they got to extend the one end.
Out.
That's got to
come out.
Does it come back?
No, these have to slide out. All right, we're going to have to use the other one, I think.
Trying to figure out how to use this caliper.
No, the problem is they have it screwed in.
Apparently, you can hear from our mic'd up team that they have
but the problem is that there's screws
that should
right
slide, but there's
that
screws
moves.
in there, so it's not sliding.
Oh, that's the.
Oh,
That's the
never mind. They figured it out. Way to go. Okay, there we go,
And this
guys.
first- yeah, we'll have it done by sunset. Yep, exactly.
So there we go. Now they're setting that
Set
on the
it,
caliper. That's going to touch just the front of the stone, and then they take that once they have the reading, and they're
Whatever.
going to
So,
swing it around to the
yeah,
other
tighten it
stone
down. Go
to
around.
determine whose is closer.
So you got it at 90. Cool. So I'll let you take it.
If yellows, Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes touch that caliper and bring it down, and we'll see.
I think that's. Whoa,
They missed.
keep going, keep going. So that's clear. But if that's on 90, and
Yep, so that's
I
clear.
think it's
Looks like Team Lee will score.
red.
Yep.
Cool.
Team Lee is going to score on that one.
Perfect. I got this.
All right, heading down to sheet 1.
Perfect.
Yellow. Okay, yellow got one on that point. I was mistaken. Okay.
Perfect.
Great. Thanks. One yellow.
Well, because of the caliper measuring, we missed the hammer throw on sheet 1. There were a bunch of stones in the house on that one. A lot of action going on sheet 1. Where again, sheet 1 is the C event final. Sheet 2 is the A event final. Sheet 3 is the B event final. And sheet 4 is the D event final.
Ouch. Hashtag never again.
I think next time we'll go in. I think that might have been a smarter play.
Well, we don't have a time limit, so it doesn't matter.
Well, he chucked it. That
We
was
don't have a
little-
time limit, we're fine. Pace is fine for me.
No. Jason's was one.
Over
Right
on
and
sheet
light is
1,
not.
where C to Shining C is releasing their first stone. Right
Yeah,
to
I
left
would say
curl
so.
on that one. Heading down the ice, sweeping as they go.
All right, corner. Actually, not a corner. He wants it on the T line outside.
I don't think it was going to go, so they just kicked it off.
80.
Over here, back to sheet 2.
That was a good chuck. Yeah, he did.
Where we have red team
Yep,
Lee,
nope,
our
There's the
mic'd up
curl.
team coming out of the hack. They're doing a right to left curl, or a left to right curl. I'm sorry, nope, a Yeah, right to left curl.
It's a curl, guys.
Trying to get that past
Yeah, I don't think we
yellow
got that
team,
all
Joe
the way.
DeBlovy, and a few other dudes.
I had 70.
And
what'd
it's
you?
a little bit short, but those are just guards. So nothing in the house for
Normal
each
push,
team.
less than normal. Look normal push.
If you just saw on sheet 4, the D event final, we just saw a knockout stone happen.
Yeah.
And back over to sheet 2, where Joe DeBlovy and a few other dudes come out with a. Your curler comes out with a low release just outside of the rightermost center line, curling it back in, trying to sneak it in and tuck it in behind that front guard stone of theirs, and they were just a little bit shy of that, kissing off
actually,
of
now
it.
we go ahead and hit.
Still not a bad curl.
Yep.
That's going to
Control.
be
Yep.
in the 4. On the outside of the 4. Remaining
Control
on
up.
sheet 2 here, where we have Team Lee, mic'd up team,
Go, Joe. Go, Joe.
sending a stone into the house. Looks like they're going for
Whoa,
a
it's still
takeout with
moving
the
out.
weight.
It's
That's
moving out the entire
a
way.
heavy stone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We didn't want that.
They're going to take that out, but it's also going to cause their stone to go out of play,
What was that, Jason?
scoring contention.
Huh?
Did
It was moving out the entire way.
All right, we're going to head over to sheet 1 here, where we have yellow,
All right. I'll take
full
that.
house coming up.
Yeah.
Their curler, Cornell, coming out of the hack. Nice, easy release on that one.
Felt a little hot.
Good touch with a slight left to right curl on that. I'm sorry, left to right curl on that. Looks like they're going to tap their own stone a little bit too
That's got a
hard.
little S turn in it.
Takes
now,
their
doesn't
own
it?
stone out, pushes it
That
back,
was
which
like-
gives C to shining C
Yeah.
scoring position currently.
Coming around.
Yeah, it is.
65.
In sheet 3, our B event final,
It's up to
where
you.
Team Full House curling yellow stones
Can we
has
spill
just
ours
released
in?
what looks like is their
That's right.
fourth
Control's
stone.
fine.
maybe trying to give it just a little tap or set up a guard. Yep, they're setting up a guard with that one. It falls
That's
just a
fine.
little
Beautiful
bit
thing.
shy.
We can always promote it. if
Looks
it's
like
needed.
there's still an opportunity for Potomac to come in off of that left side, curling it in, and that's what the skip is calling for.
David! David!
He's
Hard!
calling for a left to right curl
Give
on
me
that
help,
one.
Give me help. Give me help. Give me
All
help.
right. Switch, push!
Manipulate those, being flexible, making sure that they accommodate what's happening on the ice into their stones. Over on sheet 4, yellow team Shartoba just knocked one out, but I don't think that was going to be good for any points for them. That was their hammer throw.
I'd rather be heavy than light.
All right, on sheet 2, our A event final.
Plenty
Red
of line!
team Lee.
Whoa!
He's got some good weight on there. I
Never.
assume he's going for a knockout
Never.
as that stone comes in.
Little push.
They're hoping for that one to curl and curl into that front yellow.
Get it
Just
out.
gonna miss it. Gonna knock.
See?
Oh man, I think they were. They were hoping for it at least to knock that back yellow,
What was the issue?
the second to last yellow one out.
He said he was going to use that later, and I said, or maybe I will.
All right, Joe DeBlovy and a few other dudes. Throwing one of their stones with a right to left curl down the far right center line. Very slow rotation, trying to get this to curl right into the button.
All right, we
And
got a
looks like
double,
they're
I
going to
think.
do it. Is that going to be enough to get to the button? Nah, just the top of the 4 on that one.
What's that?
Just the top of the 4, as they say. All right, over onto sheet 1, where our yellow team Full House has released one of their stones, leaving them with
It's all right. Don't
4
worry about it, guys.
remaining.
Let's get on it. Thinking about things
And
this
they're
side,
curling
this side.
that one hopefully around their yellow one.
Hit the broom.
I don't think they're going to, but they do tap their other yellow one closer to the house. And that gives them a scoring stone if it stays.
Push.
All right, over to
Push.
sheet 2, going for a knockout here.
Push.
That's going to be a
Up.
direct hit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Doing a double knockout
Nice shot, David.
for Sea to Shining Sea. Great stone. All right, on this. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was. That was Team Lee with a double knockout. I was looking at my call sheets wrong. I apologize.
Nah, it's safe.
Now Joe DeBlovy and a few other dudes go for a knockout, and they do. They knock out Team Lee's stone. Right now, leaving their stone, the only one with scoring potential. We're going to head over to sheet 4, where Casino Royale
85
has just nestled one in. But it's not going to be enough to make a scoring stone.
I think 90 with a good positive. 90 with a good.
Skip is calling for
Now basically fast.
outside. So I'm assuming they're going to try and hit this on the left side of that stone
Wow.
and
Whoa.
knock it out
No,
without
lots of
really
line,
taking
lots
theirs
of
out.
line.
So there we go. Got a left to right curl on that.
Push it, Brian.
Looks like
Never
it's
mind.
going to come
Finish!
in.
Never mind.
Oh, maybe right where they want it.
We'll pass.
Let's see. Oh, no, just they were looking to do exactly right
Nice
there.
pair, sir.
Thank you. I'll take it. You won't fire me this end?
What's
Which
that?
gives
Won't
our
fire me
yellow
this end?
team
Nope.
in this
You look to
D
see
event
another end.
final, Chartoba, the current scoring stone. So we have some investigation happening right now on sheet 3 to determine what they're going to do while that's happening, because those will be their last, almost their last 2 stones. We're going to go over to sheet 2, which is our A event final, where Joe DeBovy and a few other dudes have just released their second to last stone,
Let's just hit
hoping that curls in.
Just hit and stick.
Yeah.
I mean, give it a
Not
chance,
going to
but
be enough to score on that, to outscore Team Lee's
Yep.
stone
just a
sitting
little,
on the button.
Just a little over nose would be
Little
great.
over
So
nose
over
would
to
be
sheet
fine.
1,
Actually, I mean, just sitting here is good too.
where
Yeah,
Sea to
I mean,
Shining Sea is in the hack.
Yeah, I mean, the other
Their
option
curler
is
lets
if you
one
come
out,
over here
curling right to left
and
on
sit
the
here.
outer
I don't
center
want to play
line.
around with this though.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Looks like their skip
Here,
is calling
come
for a
this-
direct
this way or
hit
this way? Over here. Here, control.
to knock
Yeah,
out
maybe not
Full
that much
House's stone that is sitting right on the button. Looks like it might be curling a little bit too much. Let's see, could get it still. Oh, never mind. What a great stone. It looked like it was going to be too much, but it's not. And right now, it looks like they're sitting at 1 point.
Preferred roll to the left.
If those stones stay. As you can see, yellow, Full House there. Their stone
In more.
that just got hit is just a hair, maybe an inch or two closer than red Sea to Shining Sea stone is. But Sea to
Control,
Shining Sea
maybe light
definitely
control.
has the current scoring stone, with part of it being the front quarter of, or the front third of it being in the button. All right, sheet
Gotta
2,
go,
Team
gotta
Lee
go.
and red
Whoa.
calling for a
Yeah,
curl. They're not
Well,
sweeping. Well, they are
push.
sweeping.
Push. Straight.
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 And put them, give them 2 points currently. If those don't stay for Team Lee and red, our Mike Duck team. That is the A event final on sheet
Nice
2.
rock.
Thanks. Nice call.
Would have been better to kind of hang up top, though, I think, because they would have closed the
Yeah,
it would have
I would-
Tensions
Yeah,
are high
closed the,
here,
the-
folks, at the Charlotte
rather
Curling
Yeah,
Center
yeah.
for these
I
teams
actually-
facing off. As these
a little too aggressive.
are
on
the
making
main,
sure it came over
excuse
nose.
me,
I did not want
the event finals,
that
A,
shot.
B, C, and D. Every shot counts. Over on sheet 1,
it's a little narrow.
nice low release out of the hack
It's gonna be good.
by yellow
Could be good.
teams.
Could be good. 370.
Curler, look at that, coming in hot, gonna give it a bounce. All right. If anything, that mitigates one so that they only score 1 point at this point on that end.
All right, do
You
we
wanna hit
mess
it?
with that?
Do you want to hit with that?
And we're gonna go over
I
to
like
sheet
it.
two
I
now,
don't like that.
where
All right. Well, then,
on
then
sheet
go.
two we have the
Well,
Hammerstone
I mean,
being
let's
thrown
call like
by
a
our
tight
top
ice.
team, Team Lee.
We gotta get over nose.
Yeah.
Currently,
you
if
gotta
you
get over
look-
there, but I mean, it's like it
This
gets
is
you,
hammer.
this is hammer.
It looks like this is the
Yeah, I
Hammerstone.
like that.
And again, Hammerstone
a
means the
chance
last
if
stone
we
being
basically
thrown at
go
an
to
end.
the-
Yeah, no, I'm not.
An
even
end
forward. I
is-
wanna make sure
is
we get over there.
The
I
end
just want to make sure we get over
of
there.
the
I'm gonna
house
throw another
where
light, like I just did,
the way that curling works is
control
so
on
each
board
there's
type thing.
2 ends, and you're throwing
The same way
stones
I just
into
threw.
the end, and the
All right, good.
Hammerstone is the last stone being
All right,
thrown
the key
to that
is-
end.
I don't mind if we
Which
jam on that.
Team
Like,
Lee
let's
has
just
that.
be super conservative here. I'm gonna go down weight
You
a
got
little
you,
bit.
you got to make sure you get it out.
Excuse me,
Tight
folks. Had a
ice.
little bit of a
Yeah.
tickle in my throat.
Okay.
Yeah, just tight ice. We'll either hit it out or we'll hit that.
While they're
right.
deliberating on what they're going to do with this stone, we're going to take a look
Control
over at
down.
sheet 3,
Is that what you're
where
doing, Jason?
Potomac
Thank
is,
you.
or I'm sorry, Full House Sweepers in yellow is looking to throw their last stone.
We have
There's a lot of
communication
stones
All right,
in
so
play.
I know.
I'm gonna do this
Hey,
one.
where
it's
for
only
on
one
sheet
way. It
3,
goes
where
down.
We're
our
gonna
red
hit
team
this
Doesn't go over
Potomac
out.
looks like they have 3 in scoring
gonna
position
hit
with
the
4 in the
red guy.
house,
We're
and
not-
yellow Full
not
House
hitting
Sweepers
the
have
right
2.
side of this yellow.
Back on sheet 2. Where red team Lee comes out of the hack.
Yep.
Yes!
Skip,
Yep.
releasing 1.
Yes!
Looks like they're going for a takeout here. Trying to take out that stone.
Yep!
You can hear the skip calling that like they're calling good. They want it to curl a little bit, and it is. That's going to be a direct hit. Look at that. Is it going to be a double takeout?
3 red.
Not a double, but looks
Lee.
like 3 red for that one. Good stone thrown by red team skip Lee on that one.
Great sweep, guys. Great sweep.
Whole conservative.
Which is going to make the
No, it
score
was starting to move.
4-2
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
we head.
yeah, you watch
Oh,
it on
I'm
the
sorry,
line.
4-1 as we head into the 4th
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
3.
end here.
3 guard. Almost touching the house. That's the call.
85-90.
That's what we
With
want.
a good push.
Oops, sorry. I think I kicked it.
Good
Back
push.
line to hog line time is
Close!
82. That looks
all right.
like more than that, though.
Might be in, but top 12 only.
All right, we're going to head over to
get
sheet 3
380
where
on
we got
that?
the
I
last 2
387.
stones being thrown for this, what looks like 3rd end.
Look how it just hangs.
Of this
If we go
match.
wide on this line, it does not come back.
Yellow team,
good to
Full
know.
House Sweepers
That's all right.
coming out of the
5.
hack.
It's all right.
Top 8.
Their skip. From what I can tell, looks like they're going to try and take out, or no, just maybe bump and run their own stone.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that's what they were looking for. So now red team Potomac on sheet 3 here. I don't know, if I was them, I think I would maybe try and just nestle one up in there for an extra point. But it's going to be tough to do
Yeah, I believe so.
with,
Control!
they can maybe get one
Control.
to curl in there, but that would be tough. As they're deliberating, we'll head over to sheet 1.
Control!
Joe!
Joe.
Where on sheet 1, they're also deliberating how this final stone
Little
for
push and go in the middle.
our
Nope, I
red
just want it
team
to stay
Sea to
right there.
Shining
That's
Sea
fine.
is going to be thrown because
you go.
currently
Thank you.
Sea to Shining Sea
Yeah,
has
it
the
did move.
point.
All
They
right,
have
all
the
right.
one. They have the stone closest to the center of the house. So,
All right, ready?
in my amateur
Joe is
opinion,
correct.
I would assume that they would want to post up a guard here to protect that stone, slightly off center of it, so that if our yellow team, Full House, can get one in,
You're just gonna
and
have to
hit,
be really
it
close
would
when you're sweeping so they pick it
deflect
out.
off and leave their stone that's resting at the front of the house there in the 4 alone. All right, so over to sheet 3 where the hammerstone has just been thrown by Team Potomac. And from what it looks like at this
All right,
angle,
Joe, you got this.
yep, they're going to try and curl it in there and get themselves an extra point. Is it going to be enough? I think they do have the speed on it. Kisses off that, and would you look at that? What a good stone by our red team Potomac. That's going to score 4 points on that end.
Control.
Wow.
Control.
Ryan!
No, it's not wide.
All right, correction.
Whoa.
Potomac
Whoa.
scored the points on
Go
that
hard.
one. My
Stay
apologies.
close. Whoa. Push.
I'm going to check with our video coordinator here to make sure that we got the right teams
Nice.
throwing the right stones, because I don't want to confuse you guys on the stream. Hold on one moment.
Nice rock. That's all right. Came back. Came back enough.
Control.
Jeez. That
All right,
never
guys,
came back
we're
an
back
inch,
on the
did it?
stream. All my curlers and curlettes with the corrections,
I
just
think
to
you'll be out of the
correct
house.
what we've been announcing on sheet 3.
Control.
Apparently, the teams
You want a little roll?
grabbed the wrong
Nope, I
stones.
want control on the broom.
Yellow is going to be Potomac,
Okay.
and red is going to be Full House Sweepers. My
I think he's
apologies
being
for that.
cryptic now.
Hopefully, this clears things up and makes for a better viewing pleasure for y'all out there.
Control.
Yes!
Speaking of big stones, we got a big stone being thrown here over on sheet 1, where Team Full House
Little roll, Brian.
is
Take the
throwing
roll,
the
take
hammer
roll, take
down.
the roll. Take the roll, the entire roll.
We
You
got
left like
Skip
half of
Bush
the roll on the table.
coming into the hack, stepping in. This looks like, to me, to be possibly an all-female team. I'm getting nods from their fans that is a yes. All right. So Full House trying to get one into the house to score. Look at that. It just narrowly missed front stone and take out the second one. Wow, what a curl.
There's at
Round
least
of
one
applause
Adam
for
upstairs.
those ladies. Looks like our yellow
They
team,
didn't come
Full
behind,
House,
maybe.
is going to score 2 points on that one. What a great hammer throw by Team
Split the
Skip
house.
Bush on that one.
Split them. Yeah, split them. Force. Do the force. Yeah.
Like over here or over here.
All right. Yeah, we do. I'm going to assume it's the same as what I threw here. So I'm going to assume 85. 85.
Got some chest bumps
good
happening
with that,
over
guys?
on sheet D. Excuse me, folks. I'm tuning into the live
think
stream.
you gotta go,
I'm gonna
guys.
take
You
a
gotta
quick
go. You
break.
gotta
I
go.
gotta
There's
get
a
a
light
refuel
push,
on my
yep.
beverage.
Gotta go. Get it touched. Get a biter. All the way. Switch.
Joe.
Great sweep.
All right,
Great
well,
sweep.
before we take a break here,
Awesome,
I'm just
dude.
got a quick announcement to make. I guess over here on sheet 4, the D event final, teams have
We got
shaken.
4-0.
So that's going to just keep us to sheet 1, the C event final,
little
sheet
lighter
2, the
push,
A
yeah,
event
little lighter
final, and sheet 3, the B event final. Over on sheet 4, it looks like Casino Royale were the ones that took the cake.
What's up? Y'all done?
Sorry about that.
W?
So that
Great
means
sweep, Brian.
You
that
win?
Yeah, a little bitty.
Casino Royale with Cheese will be our D event finalist. Congratulations to Casino Royale with Cheese. Now, back to my drink.
right. Yeah, but that's basically an easy double.
Control.
Yep. All right. On the broom, Dave. On the broom. Control.
Control.
Yep. He wants me to come over the nose just a touch.
Yes, Brian.
Go hard, guys. Go hard, guys. Go hard. Go hard. Keep it straight. Keep it straight.
Good enough.
Again, you guys are great.
Give me a heart attack.
It worked out. Sorry about that. Light.
Good enough.
Yeah, just enough.
I think you risk confusing them when you're yelling something at them that they're already doing, like keep it straight when I'm telling them to sweep hard and they're already in that position. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll let come in underneath.
Yeah. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
or tap
I mean,
back.
bottom line is they're going to come. They're going to come to
Yeah,
the 4-4.
okay.
So, yeah, I like that.
Do you want to do that new line or stick on this line and tap that up?
All right, we're refilled, restocked, and ready to go here at the
We were
Charlotte
watching
Curling
that.
Club
See,
for
they were
our main
throwing
event
here.
finals.
They were throwing here and to get to here.
We're going to
So,
tune
yeah.
into
Yeah,
who's
but you're
looking
coming
like they're going to
from
step
that
into the
side?
hack first.
Yeah,
coming
we'll come from that side.
We got our
This
mic'd
one?
up
Yeah, so
team,
maybe
So a little tighter.
team
Like
lead,
No,
deliberating
less,
in the
'cause it'll
house
curl
what,
sooner.
Yeah,
what,
that's what I meant. I
what
had
needs
you
to
here.
happen.
So here.
Hear
yeah.
them chattering back and forth,
More from my side because it curls sooner.
Okay, got it.
talking about
Maybe-
the ice conditions there on the ice.
High's good. Top 12
All right,
is
looks like we're going to go over to sheet
Top
one,
12 is
where
fine.
our team Full House in yellow has just let one go. And they're going
Top
to try
12
and
is
curl it
actually better,
around
Jason.
Sea to Shining Sea Stone.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Are they going to make
He's
it? Yes,
home
they
and
are.
him, but I cannot.
And that's going to nestle on
He's
up
doing that for
there
no one.
and just be beyond the 4. And with a little bit of sweeping
no, we're trying
from
to go
Sea
in,
to Shining Sea,
this
end up
button,
at the
button,
top
stand
or
behind
the
our guard.
bottom of the
That's what
8.
the David wants, but top 12 is also really good result. So what weight do you guys want? 85, 90?
Now, for those of you tuning
We
in
were
that
on
may
the
or
left
may
side,
not
so-
know
With
about
this-
some of
with
the
this
curling
ice, you're coming
terminology, you
here.
can hear our
If
mic'd
you
up
wanna
team
go
talking
here to
about
close
weight
it
of
out,
stones.
Don't talk to him.
So
Just talk
when
to
they're
me.
saying 65, 85, that weight of stone is like the force or
What do you want,
momentum that you
Jace?
throw it with. So if you hear them say 60%, that's like
here's my little
60%
Here
weight. So
or here?
60% of a full
Yes, David.
full power throw. I stand corrected. Hold on.
Here we go. That's light.
Yeah, I think he needs it, guys. That's fine. Keep it straight, 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 straight.
Go hard, guys. Go hard,
Yep,
guys.
that's where I want it.
It's not. It's a 2. It's a 1.
Yeah.
Again,
off,
folks,
then,
my
off.
mistake.
See,
I
this line is
stand
slow,
corrected in
slow,
what
slower.
what those percentages means. We got guys with stopwatches that are
75?
timing the time that a stone takes to cross the
time I
hog
want
work.
it.
It's those little stabilizer muscles. I'm talking about those little muscles that are your hip flexors, your inner groins, and everything you need to stay stable. Because I'm telling you, those you have grippers and slippers on your shoes, and the slippers is a Teflon plate, either that you can step into if you don't have the slippers right on your shoe,
hammer?
or ones that are affixed right to the bottom of your shoe, and those
Last thing
things
too,
are
is that
slippery.
that's
So
the
like
math on that.
the little tendons in your ankle, and again, because those muscles, you don't realize how much you use them, or that you're getting in there, you're working them out, you're having some exercise, having some fun, and making some great friends. Over here on sheet 2, yellow takes out reds off the back of the hock there. Curling, if I'm not mistaken, originated in Scotland
If you need it.
and then made its way on over to Canada where it really took off. And a lot
Brian.
of Canadians curl, a lot of also
Three
a lot
guard.
of
The,
Minnesotans
Three guard.
and
Tight, 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 tight,
Montanians.
tight.
Tight.
Montanians? Is that how you say it?
75.
Montanans, yeah.
Yes, that was a break.
Really big there in kind of the northwest, if you
A
will.
little bit more.
Wisconsinites, I hear, have quite a
We're
big
in,
curling
that's
scene as
fine.
well.
We're in. I like
And
75.
great curling scene here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep. Good push. Good push. Good push.
Over
good
here
push.
on sheet 2, where Team
85.
Lee
85.
I think we can go. Yep.
85.
If it's in, it's in. I'll give you a heads up.
David's
is letting
rocks,
go
got
there.
a curl.
first stone.
See some weight.
Need that
Go.
one to curl as you
Got
hear.
a
There we go. Here we
Got a
go. Here we go.
curl.
Here we go. Here we go.
Got to curl, got to curl, got to curl. They're calling out. And it's not going to get to where they want it, I
Brian,
believe.
where's my center line? I was talking to him about it before
Good
the
end.
game.
Good end all around on that one. Oh, we lost their
They-
skip.
All right, over here on sheet 1,
We'll wait.
where our team in yellow, Full House,
Hold up.
that's our
Wait, wait.
all-female team playing in the C event final, has just sent a stone out of the hack, and it's crawling
You're
along
walking
there.
with it, so you
And-
might as well know where it
Yeah,
I had
is.
trouble at
that hog
nationals for doing
line.
that without someone holding the broom. They the officials came
And there
out
it
and
is,
got me.
trying to set up a nice guard for them. They got a
Like if
stone
you're-
in the house to protect, and looks like
Like in
they're doing a
April.
pretty good
Jason.
job from this angle.
Yeah,
Looks like that one's going to be hard to get in my amateur
they took it
opinion.
extremely
It
serious.
looks
at
like
Chaska.
that they
Going
could.
behind? Are we
Yeah.
going behind?
The red Sea to Shining
Come
Sea
behind.
could get one
Go to center.
around
Chaska?
that front yellow
All right.
guard. But it's gonna
At 85,
that's quite
so I
the
think-
needle to thread there.
I would say
And then
this is
they
gonna be
also
a little
have to
quicker
worry
down
about
this
taking
line.
out their own stone, which is
85.
kind
Did
of
nationals
off the track
for
there,
5U,
but
19?
Yeah, it's close. Give me a
uh,
Lots
heads
of
up.
room. Lots of weight too. It looks like.
if you find yourself being interested,
This is a really glidey line last time.
Check
This is where I'll box out.
You'll box
And
out.
from actually.
I make that joke
That'll
every
work,
single
that's
game.
okay.
At least
You
once.
hit a hot team
I
last
have to.
year,
It's my joke.
and I think they might have won the. But they did make it to the finals there. So
Wait on,
Yeah, I won it
believe
last
it or
year.
not,
Oh, they're taking it.
Yeah.
you would think that maybe is
I'm
the
9-0
national
here in my
sport
last 9 games. About
of
going for 10-0.
Canada, but it's not actually box the bronze, believe that or not.
to give me
Myself,
the win,
I
you mean?
played for the Virgin Islands team this year at the World Championship in Utica and meandered on down here to Charlotte, where now we're curling.
Nice rock.
All right, we're going to head
Nice
over
rock.
to sheet 3. Final
see about
stones
half,
for this
I
end
think.
being thrown.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Stay
First
in there.
up
If
out
we
of the
corner
hack
it,
is going to
that's
be
pretty
the
good,
Full
too.
House Sweepers throwing their final stone.
I'm
think
okay
he wants
with
to corner it.
anything on this line to corner to
Got a
underneath.
lot of action here in
All
the
right,
house
got
on
it.
sheet 3 for the B event
Those
final.
are options A through E.
So what do you?
Looks
so
like
if you wanna
our
corner
yellow
that-
team Potomac has
That
3
is
not an
scoring
option F.
stones
Yeah, I think 70.
in the house. Full House Sweepers also have 3, but they are just
Got it.
outside. Well, I don't know. That one in the back by Full House Sweepers could be a scoring stone. From this angle behind them, it looks
That's
like
through.
it may be.
I say behind. We're going
Through
behind.
house. Is that through?
Yeah. No, it's on the back.
Also looks
It's on
like
the back, I
on
think.
sheet 1,
All right, push.
where we have our Full
Push,
House
push,
and
push.
C to Shining Sea.
Take it all the way
Teams
back. Take
playing
it all
in
the way
the
back.
C
Take it
event
further back,
final
further
are going to
back,
be
further
coming
back,
up on
further
their
back,
final
further back,
stones
further
too.
back, further back.
Now,
It's all
if
right.
you guys have been listening, tuning in, also take note that on sheet 1 we have Team Full House in yellow. That's not to be confused with on sheet 3 in
No,
red
it
are
can't.
Full House Sweepers. So we got Full House
I had
on
62.
1, Full House Sweepers in red on 3. And here we go. Here's the last stone of this end being thrown for Full House Sweepers. Coming in with what looks like kind of a medium weight. Trying to prevent that from curling a little bit too much into their own stone and thread that needle. Are they going to get it? They're not Oh
You want to
boy.
sit on that or you want to
Yeah,
take it
I
out?
want to sit on it or be
Yep.
above
Tough
it.
luck for the full house
Just a little bit
sweepers
less.
there.
I had 62, so 75, I think.
You know,
is-
right now that's a for
Yeah,
sure
we'll be sweeping. Even 80, we can sweep that in.
3
Just
points
be on the
or
broom.
2
On
points
the
for
broom.
Potomac. I wonder what they're gonna do.
75-80, 75-80.
Almost the
Same!
It's the same.
Okay,
Absolutely
it's got to
same.
curl a mile. It's got to curl
All
a
the
ton.
teams are deliberating
Yeah, now
with all
push
these
it.
stones
Yep.
in the house and set up as cards.
Knife it.
We're gonna move on over to our sheet 2,
Just Brian is okay. Just
where
Brian.
yellow team, Joe DeBlovy and a few other dudes
Nice.
just got one
That'll do.
knocked back in the house, but that's still
Makes it tough to get it out.
in contention if our team red, Team Lee, can take out that stone nearest to the center of the house.
You need the mic?
All right, well, the only stone being thrown is what we're going to tune into on sheet 2, where Joe DeBlovy and a few other dudes in yellow have thrown their stone, narrowly missing theirs. That's going to connect. Great connection, and that's going to give them what looks like 2 points there currently if those stones hold.
You can be on the backing and be shot.
Yeah, that way.
We want to be
All right.
right here, though. Right here.
Over to sheet 1, where our yellow team full house
85-90,
has just
guys.
let their last stone go. That's going to give Team Red Sea to Shining Sea the hammer. We're actually going to come back to sheet 3. I'm sorry, because the hammer stone is being thrown by our yellow team, trying to curl it around their 2 guards and try and pick up an extra point here, which
That's
it
really
looks
wide. You
like
flipped it really wide.
they may do. I don't
gonna
think it's going to be
come
an
back
extra
a little
point,
bit,
but they're going to get 3 on that one.
All right, it's coming back. Push it. Push it.
Team
away,
Potomac in
both of
yellow
you.
is going to
Keep
get 3
pushing.
points there. And we're going to head over to sheet 1 where hammer is being thrown. Is this
Okay,
your-
up, 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 up,
This is
up,
your
up,
bag.
up, 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 up. Yeah, he really pitched that out wide. It ramped
Shot.
off the wall or something. You got very lucky. Nice shot, David.
Okay, over to sheet 1 here where there's a lot of stones in play.
Big push.
I mean, when I say a lot of stones, I mean that there's only 2 stones that are out of play here. I don't know if this is a full house or a Brady Bunch with all these stones in here. We don't have a monitor up here in the clubhouse for this end, so I just got to go by visuals, and it looks like to me that Team Red, Sea to Shining Sea, has the point here currently, and
Yeah, it could. It really could.
That's not what we drew up.
Another pocket.
I don't know if I'm advanced enough to try and determine what they're going to do before they do it.
Right here's good.
But it looks like
All right, same-
they want a direct
same thing.
shot on one of these yellow guard stones
Same thing, but on the
with a
broom.
right to left curl. They're sweeping,
a
sweeping,
75,
curling a little
huh?
bit too.
Same way, no matter
Maybe
how
that's
you
what
have
they
to do
wanted.
it,
I don't know.
honestly.
I was a pretty big push.
All right, that's going to be 1 point for Sea to Shining Sea.
Make sure it's here, guys. Can't hurt it. Yeah, go.
Hard guys!
Hard line.
Drag it all the way!
Your team, Skip Lee calling out there, getting loud, getting
That is a very
excited
big bummer.
over on sheet
That
2,
is a huge bummer.
the A event final.
Sorry, Jace. Good
That's
sweep, guys.
where I guess you could say the best of the best are playing. So remember, C event finals on sheet 1, for those of you just tuning in. The A event finals on sheet 2, and the B event finals on sheet 3. You'd have thought that they maybe would have put A on 1, B on 2, C on 3 to make it easier for me, but no. Also for you guys viewing, then you just do like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, right?
That's where I'd go.
Yeah, but then I can just sit on top of him. He's trying to...
C to Shining C throws theirs with the speed and weight of that one. I'd say that's going to be set up for a nice guard. Looking to be right on the center line, maybe just a little bit off the left. And yes.
Forward, T, back forward.
It's on the red. It's on the red.
Okay, whoa. This is double doink. This is the end of the world. Take the transfer to the yellow.
All right.
A little double doink there.
All right.
Same thing.
That right there
You can even tick
on
this a
sheet
little bit.
two.
Actually, I would
and
like
roll
that.
over there.
I
then
like
we're
that.
1-2.
was
Come back here.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line is you're going to give him a pocket to come in.
the
right
sixth
here. But on the
stone
other hand,
All right, no
for
talking.
Joe DeBlovey
Got
and a
it.
few
Got it.
other
I got it.
dudes.
Yep.
So coming up next is the 7th stone for Lee. And that means Joe DeBlovey and a few other dudes in yellow are going to have the hammer.
They're sitting one. No.
I'm sure they're hoping to take him to Pound Town here
That
in
yellow's
Charlotte,
sitting there
North
in
Carolina.
shot. If we can just tick the inside of it
The
and
Charlotte
roll over,
Curling
then
Club.
we're 1-2.
Currently, your scores are on sheet 1, the C event final. We have Team
So what's
Full
the weight
House
here?
in yellow with 4,
What's the weight here?
and C to Shining C in red with 3. On sheet 2, in the A event final, we have Team Lee in red with 5, and Joe DeBlovey and a
That's a
few
pretty good
other
push.
dudes in yellow with
It's got a curl.
1.
Yep.
Advancing
Yep.
on sheet 3, the B event final.
Hard.
Yellow team
Hard.
Potomac with 6. And
Yep.
Full House Sweepers in red with 4.
We want the tap. Good sweep, guys.
Thanks.
Okay.
Good weight.
All right, over on sheet 1,
Then you need a little more
Roll
ice.
too
where we
thin,
have
yeah.
Full
Yeah, you need more
House.
ice. But that was a good shot.
Cornell coming out of the hack.
Bottom line is it's gonna
Low
you think that
release,
he's not
nice
taking
and
that right.
slow, gingerly moseying it on in there. I think that's going to nestle up pretty nice, maybe even
And if he
kiss
doesn't,
off
put
of
it in
that
perfectly,
redstone and
you can
end up
guard it.
really nice and at least the
Come in this way
4.
or something, or you can try it.
From this angle, I don't know if it's touching the house, but it's pretty darn close.
See what we got when the dust settles.
If he comes down to it, the top of the button will be available.
He's taking really tight ice here. I would take
He may be.
more ice.
He may.
Well,
be
if you
full
look
ice,
at
but
sheet
he's
3,
If he gives it enough weight.
our
He said
B
he's
event
trying to
final,
Or
This back red out.
Team
Yeah.
Potomac in yellow
But he
just
may-
threw their 3rd stone, and
see what kind of weight. He's coming.
they got a cluster of stones there right up front.
It's like a 3-5.
Judging by the speed of this one that red Full House Sweepers are throwing, I think that they're gonna try and thread that larger needle between the two, yellow and red. They get it just past the hog line.
I think you just sit on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Just come sit right
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Even like
I
a
think
little
actually-
tick and roll over to here is good.
I think
Yeah,
if
over
you
nose.
just straight nose, there's no way he can get you out. If you tip over, then you're going to give him this side of the button.
That's true. You're right.
So you really just want to be sitting
Yeah,
right,
just nose
right
it.
there,
Okay.
right there. And I think you had here. To get
All
to
right,
there.
ladies and
You need a
gentlemen,
little
we're
bit
gonna
more.
stay
'Cause you're
on
gonna- you're
sheet
gonna throw
2
on your-
here.
Enough said.
At our A event final, because we are coming into the final 2 stones for this end. Again, we got mic'd up Team Lee in
All right,
red,
well, ideally, we sit on the nose of that.
debating on what they're going to do. There's a lot of stones in there. You
little
got
less,
2
David.
guards up there, what I can see from the monitor. And then in the house, Team Lee in red has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yellow, Potomac, I'm sorry, yellow, Joe DeBlovey also has 5 in
Whoa,
the house. Currently, the scoring stone
Got a curl,
is
push it.
Straight,
given to Joe
No,
DeBlovey
no,
as this
no.
stone from Lee is heading off.
Got a curl.
straight.
They're going
straight,
for a takeout.
Straight. Straight!
Calling for a straight, so they want to sweep. They want to
Straight!
sweep. They're sweeping, and look at that. It's going to be quite a
Beauty.
direct hit right there in the house on the button. Almost dead center, just off by a
All right.
couple of inches.
Thanks.
So
Well,
now
Yeah, a little
this
heavy.
is a
I mean, he might be
huge
able to-
You
stone
can still get one.
for
Just
our
have to-
yellow team, Joe DeBlovy and a few other dudes, because the way this sits, if they can knock out,
What's that do for him?
excuse me, Team Lee's red stone, they'll definitely pick up 2 points, but they gotta hit it there on that left side to kick it, so that it also doesn't hit their stones. Because I would say at this point, the yellow stone just behind
There's no
red
shot for two if we cross nose.
obviously would score them the second point if they can kick red stone out of the center of the house. But the stone behind that one is also behind red's second stone behind the house, and I would say that red stone is also closer to than yellow's third stone there.
Yeah, that's why we got to keep that straight. Had to keep that straight.
So a lot of deliberation going on here, because this is a huge stone,
Actually,
especially because if yellow takes this one, right now they're behind 2-4, and ultimately if they did, they could
Two stones not in
tie,
play.
and
This is it.
Two stones that are not in play. Messy end.
yeah, I think if it was me at this point, I would just try to take out that red stone and tie, because otherwise they're going to risk not getting 2 points. All right, so here we go. This is the hammer stone by Joe DeBlovy and a few other guys. I think that's the hack. Nice release as he's following up that stone, talking to the team, letting them know what to do. They're not touching it. He's got that. And look at that. It's coming in right where I think he wants it to be. Is it going to be enough? Oh!
One yellow.
All right, so
Nice
they're
shot.
getting one. They're getting one.
I
I don't
know
think
you're
that's
trying to
exactly
pitch
what they
it
wanted
out.
to do, but that's
Yeah, I
better
think
than
you're
what
gonna
it
need
could have
normal on
been.
that in order to be able- Just get it right. Well, you might have, but your problem is you might have spin
All
out.
I wanted to do was just move it a little bit.
Yeah. It's a good try. Watch your back. Watch your back.
You're good, thank you.
Yep. I got it. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going.
Did he say that? Oh, I gotcha.
Oops, sorry. You broke. And you're good shin on that, so we got to match them up.
All right, over here on sheet one, heading back to the ladies. Yellow, team full house, coming in hot with a knockout stone. Good job by our ladies knocking that one out, but I believe red sea to shining sea stone is still going to be closest in the center from what I can see from this viewing angle. They might have one
definitely
closer.
did.
They may. I'm not sure from this angle.
Gotta be in.
Close. Give me a heads up. Give me a heads up. Yep, it's coming down. Coming down.
I'd like it to curl more if you can afford
Go,
to.
switch. Yeah, yep. Yeah.
If you can afford to. Don't spend
You got
money
it.
you don't have.
You got it. You got it.
Thank
Some
you.
funny commentary there. Don't spend money that you don't have. That's right. Or more
That's
importantly, you don't gamble with money that you don't have. And in this case, money is points. Points are money.
What's that? Oh. Nice shot. You're going to stick around. I think he wants to stick around. Yes, you're going to stick around.
All right, they're on sheet two. Our yellow team
Oh, that little guy, I wouldn't worry about him.
Please, redstone there on the top outer edge of the
Hold on.
blue
Control.
for 12.
I want to get these guys off this left line so we're not running into them. You're good. Control!
It's got to come back.
Wow.
9-9.
9-9? Well, that's a little hot, but not too bad.
All right. All right, all right, as Matthew McConaughey would say.
Yeah, it'll float. It'll float that.
Stepping up over here to sheet 3. For those just tuning in, that is our B event final, where they have 2 stones remaining. Not 2 stone each. Or, I'm sorry, sheet 3. I think I might have said B. Yellow here, Potomac. They got their last stone to be thrown here, giving full house sweepers the hammer. Which means that currently, as the way the stones lie, our yellow team Potomac currently has a scoring stone. And depending on how they play this,
Control.
I could see them possibly taking out that lead scoring stone of full house sweepers. And that would give them the potential to score 3 and provide them a good guard stone against that if they did it just right. The way I'm looking at it on the screen here, if they come in and hit that just to the left of center, that would knock that one out, set up a nice guard for them.
Control!
Looks
and ultimately
good.
give them 3 points. And
Push.
it looks like that might be what they're trying
Wait
to
for it
do.
to snap a little bit
Let's
here.
see as they sweep it
And
in
by
here.
snap, I mean
They're
slowly
sweeping,
change
or-
direction. Push a little.
Push a little.
Nope,
push,
it looks
push,
like
push.
they're just setting up a guard. Okay,
little
just
roll,
setting up
roll,
a guard.
roll.
No, yeah, that's fine as long as it's in. Spin in.
I think they
spin in,
wanted that to be a
spin in.
little more left than it ended up.
Oh, that little guy?
Guys, honestly, I think the way that I've been seeing
That's the
full
extra.
house sweepers play, they
That
can
is
curl
the
one in
extra.
around there. It's possible. Full house sweepers are opening up here
As long as we keep the middle clear.
as they discuss what's going on, how they're going to go about this.
Nice shot. It's a
Lots
bugger.
of discussion here in these
We
final
don't-
ones
we
because,
don't care, but we
like I said, these are the best of the best.
Yeah, do your job,
Um,
guys.
take our
Heading
one
over to
forward.
sheet 1 here, where it looks like our Sea to Shining
I gotta
Sea
worry
is
about
going to
that little
score
guy.
3 points. Oh, wait, never mind, never mind.
Control!
I take that back. There's still some
There,
stones
he-
to be
he moved
thrown.
in.
I couldn't see that from my angle. I thought that was it. My apologies. We still have 2 stones to be thrown for Full House and 1 stone for Sea to Shining Sea, so that's going to give Full House the hammer.
David! Whoa!
Over on sheet 3,
Yep,
we got the
David,
skips
David,
and
David.
vice skips going on,
Yeah,
deliberating on
push,
how
push,
they're going
push,
to do
push.
this.
It's a biter.
Yep.
I like how with our mic'd up team, you can hear the brooms sweeping, you can hear the stones clicking when our mic'd up guys launch this. You can hear their sliders kind of grinding on the ice along with the stones. It's just a nice. If you guys are familiar with the AMSR, I think is the word that the kids use today. So Buechler steps up into the hack for our red team, Full House Sweepers, and this is a big stone for them. It looks like from the way that the vice skip has it being called out, the way they got this aim in, they're gonna try and maybe just tap their own stone and either get it closer or knock out that yellow stone. I'm gonna get right behind them so I can just come in and commentate it for any of you guys that maybe have a sight impairment.
I can see it all.
And
see
that's
3/4.
coming in. Is it gonna miss it? They need it to curl,
All right.
Oh, unfortunately, it didn't do what they wanted it to do. And that means that yellow team, full house, our C event final sheet, is going to take the point on that one. All right.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Heading back over
Yeah,
to
yeah,
sheet
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
here. Tripping
Whoa,
over
whoa, whoa.
backpacks. But heading back over to
Push.
sheet one here, we have
Whoa,
C
straight,
to Shining
straight, straight,
C.
straight.
Their
Damn it,
skip
guys.
throwing their
My bad.
final
I'm so
stone.
sorry. That was really good,
And
David.
with
I
the
messed
way
it up.
that's
That was
curling
light.
in there,
That was light.
I didn't realize how
from
light.
right to left, I'd say they're going to try and nestle
Sorry, guys,
that
it's
in.
light.
As
He's got to
close
know.
the
He's
button
got to
as
let him
they
know
can, 'cause
that.
right
Is
now
that
they
one
are the
in back
ones
line, I think?
with the scoring position, but they're not nestling it. They're
Yeah.
setting up a block. A nice guard there.
Then go. Ignore him. Ignore him. Ignore him. Yeah,
All
yeah, you
right,
can.
so that's
Yeah,
going to put it on the
you got
ladies
the
now
control
with the
of weight.
hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
As the great MC Hammer once said, it's hammer time.
It's okay. No big deal. We'll just pound this.
So, from what it looks like, all stones
go
but
control.
one are in play for each team.
All right.
You want to go normal?
This is the hammer stone.
Whichever. I like normal because if I'm a little
Yeah, I
wide,
really don't mind getting rid of that.
I do too.
So let's just go for this. If we hit that, that's fine.
Team skip
Normal.
push,
Yeah.
set up to throw the hammer,
On the broom.
steps back into the hack with a nice release there. Low to the ground, she's following it,
All right, we're all
curling
over
right
this
to
one.
left. I think that's looking like that's exactly what they want
I
from
want
this
this side
angle.
of it. We got that side of it. We're okay.
Coming in nice.
Yeah, take
Is
a
that
roll.
going to
No,
hit
don't
it?
take a roll.
No. Unfortunately, they threaded the needle. That's not what they were looking to do. And that means that our red team, C to Shining C, is going to score 2 points
On the
in
release.
that end, which would make it
Sorry.
then
That's the one that had
As long
5
as we didn't
to
hit the
4,
red,
Yeah,
and we
as
hit
long
one
as
of
I
the
didn't hit-
yellows.
Yep.
which would give our yellow team full house 4, and our red team, C to Shining C, 5. Curling, you guys, is a fun, exciting sport. Again, low impact on the body. You know, it's not like football where you're going out there and beating yourself up. Something you can do from age maybe 5 when you can stand on the ice to age 99. I've seen some older curlers in my very brief tenure in the curling world come up here.
Oh, it's pretty light.
And also a great physical activity, again, to have fun with friends,
Curl.
make new
Yeah,
acquaintances.
you're gonna have a
And
good look
over
at
here
this.
on sheet
You're
3,
gonna
I
have a good look at
don't
this.
think, or on sheet 2, I don't think our yellow team, Joe, oh, never mind, it did make it in past the hack line. I'm surprised.
Not the biggest look.
All right,
I think you can get it.
setting up a nice guard for their stone that's there in on the button.
Or you wanna
Let's see.
throw
I'm
normal?
coming from that hack. I don't hate this way. Do you hate this way?
I don't like it. Just because.
Yeah, I mean, if we took that guard out of the way, that's fine.
Yeah, normal and control.
All right, you can hear
I like
Team Skip Lee or Team Lee
I think maybe somewhere in between,
Okay, all right.
like a 10.
talking about
That'll
how
be fine.
Is that blood?
try. Oh man, he says, "Is that blood on the ice?" For me, that'd be the first time I ever seen blood on the curling ice. If it were,
All right, something control-y normally, control-y plus normally down.
you know, when I was at the Circle City Curling Club in Indiana, I
it's
did
normal
have a
all day.
fall, and it was a pretty extreme fall where I was wearing the headgear. You wear this headgear that's like a circle or a
If we
halo, I
take
think
the
they call
yellow
it.
guard, that's fine.
And when I fell, my headgear came right off because I fell so hard.
Do more
And
than ticket.
you know, I
Knock
think
it out.
in curling, there's only two types of curlers, just like motorcycle riders, where there's people who have put a bike down and there's people who lie about putting a bike down.
Yeah, Joe.
So in curling, there's people who have fallen on the ice and people who lie about falling on the ice.
Yep.
Here, Team Lee.
Yep.
Bringing one in.
Take it
Looks
wide,
like it's
take
going to
that
hit
wide,
their
take that
stone.
wide, take that wide. You got it.
And that one's going to put their one stone out of play, but they're going to bring one into
Well,
the
we moved
12.
A guard.
Yep.
Not the right one though. Shoot.
Still plenty of curling left here.
Just a touch narrow.
Yeah.
And it wanted to move. It started.
It needed to be a lot more
We
ice,
got
I guess.
over on sheet 3,
Yeah.
Touch narrow.
Yeah.
our
yeah.
B
I
event
did-
final.
Unfortunately, I did not get your.
Yellow Potomac and red Full House sweepers going in on their 6th end. And on sheet 2, we have yellow Joe DeBoovie and the few other dudes against red team Lee on their 5th end. And then on sheet 1, yellow Full House and red Sea to Shining Sea on their 6th end. So we got 6, 6, and 6. I think I might have messed that sheet B up. It's Sunday, and you know, as Sunday goes, it's about brunch time. So we got my here at the Charlotte Curling Club. If you don't know what a mimosa is, it's orange juice and champagne drink mixed, kind of a bougie, if you will, brunch drink. You'll have to excuse me, folks, as I take a quick TV timeout.
Yeah.
It's gonna reverse.
Oh, look at.
That's always-
What the foo?
That always
What the
happens.
foo is that?
That always happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Try it again. Yeah. That got me swearing into the mic. That got me swearing into the mic. It's there. Just control through here.
What, through the hole?
Yeah. Control through the hole. Or normal.
Normal through the hole, right?
Normal through the hole. Actually, if you wanted, I think.
Normal through
Yeah.
the hole.
Normal through the hole.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you want to do? There's
Um,
no in-off that you can do. I mean, you could try that.
Yeah, let's
But
just go
you don't
through
want to
it.
do this
go
instead of
through.
that. So I think normal through the hole right here.
All right.
Yeah. It's 1. If you miss it, it's 1.
Yeah, that's true. Could drive a Mack truck through that, as they say. Normal. True normal. We got a little bit more ice. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Hard! Hard!
All right, you see here's some yells. They're going to thread that needle. Look at that. They're going to get it. It's going to come out the back. Wow. What a nice curl.
Is that
What
the-
a great, fantastic curl. They're going to score
Hey, thanks for yeah,
3
it's fine.
points on that one, it looks like. Wow.
Great game.
They're shaking hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like that's going to be it for the main event final.
Thanks, man.
They're shaking hands. What a shot, threading the needle on that one. Holy cow.
No, this one was on me.
Are they losing right now?
If you can hear some of that was a championship shot, as some of them were saying. Threaded
All the
that
weekend,
needle,
guys.
put it
Good
right
job.
through it needed to be.
First A
Both teams
final.
are shaking hands.
That's a
That's
W.
going to be it for your B or your A event final.
Just make sure we get a shot. Hey, can we get a shot with you guys too?
Yeah, we need one as well, I think.
That'd be great.
I don't have
They
my
want to
phone.
take some pictures and everything.
You got one? Perfect.
Running man.
Awesome last shot. Awesome last shot, man. That was, you just had to do it.
You know what I did?
That was the hero shot, and you knew it was going to actually hit that.
Yep,
like,
hero shot, as you're hearing it. That was a hero shot. That's what they needed in order to put the seal on the deal.
Get out here, Brian. Get out here. We're going to get to...
All right, so I'm going to get rid of sheet 2 since we know the
I always, like, take
results
my
of
body.
that.
Get in here, guys. We get the shots.
Cool. That was close.
And on sheet 2, Team Lee
Thanks very much.
is going to take the championship there. What a great round of curling by both teams.
Perfect.
Excellent shot
hold
by
for you
Team
guys?
Lee's skip
Can I-
there in the end, threading the needle to
Perfect.
seal the
And then
deal,
we're gonna
put
get
the
somebody
stamp
over here
on
that-
it.
I like to have one with both of you.
And
Thank
take
you.
it away.
That's great.
All right, so 2 is done. We're only down to sheet 1, which is our C event final.
Does an
Again,
official
yellow,
order for this sort of thing?
full house against red, C to shining C. And sheet 3 in yellow, Potomac versus the full house sweepers.
It's just a bunch of crotch shots. I don't know what he's doing.
Right now, tuning into sheet 1.
Take a peek. Take a peek.
Oh, yeah, we could tell. He zoomed in on it real tight.
Sheet 1 now for
All
the
four.
C
Hold
to
on a second.
shining
We're gonna
C.
get all you guys together. That'd be great.
Okay.
2 stones in
Dad.
scoring position, curling
He's coming down.
left
Okay,
to
Dad,
right.
We'll take more
here.
photos.
I think that one's going to end up right
Gotta
where they
send one
want
to
it.
me,
Maybe a
Mom.
little heavy.
Yeah, we're gonna exactly just use that one.
Gotta send a
Going to
photo
try and
to me,
sweep
Mom.
that off the back. And yes, too heavy.
Every other?
Too heavy.
Every
It's
other. Every
it's
other.
a game of microscopic
Exactly.
nearly margins of error.
That's all right. We got lucky
We
draw
squeaked
with it.
through some.
And if
on
you
some,
throw it just a little heavy, as you see, and it goes right off the back.
Got him.
Nice.
You bet.
Over on sheet 3. And our B
right, let's drink.
event
All right,
final,
yeah,
we have 2
absolutely.
stones left for our
Thank you
full
very
house
much.
sweepers.
Thank
Let's
you very
drink
much.
and let our
Which means
cars
that
drive
they
us
are the
home, 'cause
hammer.
Tesla gave us another trial of full
And
self-driving.
yellow Potomac with 1.
Do you have the Tesla that has
The
Betamax?
Yeah, the Betamax on the seat. That's mine.
Exactly. Betamax.
Because we have an EV.
You
Volkswagen,
screen myself.
And my daughter goes, that car is the character.
Looks like we got yellow with 2 in the house.
What?
Potomac,
And I was like, oh,
1 in scoring
I
position,
got a 10 and 11-year-old, so
Great sweeper guy.
which means that
gotta do it. Those are
in
pretty
this
good.
7th end, yellow is up 7
Who's
to
this?
4.
Sizzling
So-
his butt.
Every shot counts at this point.
I understand you had a pretty good time last night. You know, it's like at the bar last night. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I went home at 8 o'clock.
Oh, did you really? Oh, okay. And then someone
All
was
right,
playing
and there's
psych
the
on us. They
release
said,
on
"Yeah,
sheet
we
3
guys
from
are supposed
Full
to be all
House
hungover." I was
Sweepers.
like, we don't care, but on the other hand,
Curling right to left, trying to thread the needle. And looks like they're going to do it. Gonna be a little heavy to end up on the button, but it's gonna bounce off of yellow Potomac stone. And they really need these points, because right now they have 2, and if they can keep it, that's gonna tie them up. Excuse me here, folks. Sorry. So we're gonna keep tuned in here to sheet 3. Excuse me. Because if you can hear the applause behind me, that's for our A main event final. Applause going around for our winners, Team Lee. Teams deliberating here. Team Potomac out of the hack. Crosses the hog line. Coming down. Looks to me like they're trying to thread that needle. and put one in scoring position, but it's curling a little bit more, kind of coming to a standstill. Oh no, just not enough. They wanted that to go a little bit farther than it did. So that means full house sweepers are going to have the hammer here. Very important shot for them. Because as it stands right now, they stand to score 2 points. Score is 7-4. And if they can put one more point in there, that would tie it up into the final end. Or, I'm sorry, into the 7th end. Full house sweepers into the hack. Push off. Little left to right curl on this one. Got a medium weight on there. I don't know what exactly their plans were. It's going to make it past the hack line, but I don't think that's going to give them anything additional. Looks like they're going to score 2 points on this one. But that's going to force it into a 7th end, where now the score will be 7-6. 7-6, where Team Yellow Potomac on sheet 3 is going to have the hammer. All right, back into the action on sheet 3 here. Again, that is our B event final. Both teams throwing their first stone, where yellow, Team Potomac, trying to curl one inside of red full house sweepers. They're going to do that, put it right on the tip of the 12, maybe the 8, into the 8. There we go. And we're going to head back over. Excuse me, got a little tickle in my throat, folks. All right, heading back over to sheet 1, where we got our team full house against, in yellow, against Sea to Shining Sea. And red, Sea to Shining Sea, is trying to deliberate how they're going to throw this throw, because it's also a close match. Right now it's tied 4-4. This is the 6th end for them. And right now, they looks like red is in the best scoring position. That's Sea to Shining Sea with what looks like 3. I think that one on the front 12 is just over the line. So we'll see what they're going to try and do here with their final stone. If I had to guess, I'd say that the way the skip is telling them to line this one up. They're going to do a right to left curl just off the center line. Try and kiss their stone on the front 12 and bring it in a little bit closer, which would also set them up with a nice guard and give them a good opportunity to score potentially 4 points here. That's coming in, but also going to set up a nice guard, give it a little kiss, and if Full House wants to take the points, they have a very, very narrow needle to thread here. I mean, there's that guard up top by Sea to Shining Sea. That's going to make it quite difficult for them. All-female team here for Team Full House. I think our only all-female team in the tournament. Could be, and I'm mistaken. There was other full female teams, but Team Full House here, one of the last remaining female team. And this is going to be quite a tight shot. Still deliberating on how they're going to line this one up. I think they're going to go for it. If anything, at this point, what they could do is if they miss and they don't shoot that gap needle, 2 points, and they then then Sea to Shining Sea would only score 1 point. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going with a right to left curl. Curl. It's got a curl. Ooh. That's not what they were hoping for. And Sea to Shining Sea is going to score 4 points on that one and take the lead 8-4. Still 2 ends remain on this Sea event final. Heading back over to sheet 3, where we are in the 7th end. And our yellow team, Potomac, has 2 in the house for 2 points. Well, I'm sorry, Full House in red has 1 on the button, but not anymore. What a great takeout by Potomac, leaving theirs on the top edge of the button. For 3 points, these stones remain. Excuse me, but folks, I'm going to take a slight little break to refuel here. All right, folks, after refuel. And back to the action. Small request of mine, if you guys are enjoying the commentary in live feed here, please make sure to mention so. Text either Trevor or chime in on the comment section here and let us know how we're doing. If there's things that we can do better, also comment. Again, this is my first time ever announcing a curling event, so I'm sure there have been some mishaps and mistakes that happen along the way. Appreciate your grace in that. And again, please let me know how I can improve. Over on sheet 3, where our red team, Full House Sweepers, have just launched a stone out of the hack. Coming in for a right or left to right curl. Gonna miss the one guard, and is that gonna tap it? No, it's not. Is that gonna go off? Oh, with a little sweep in action, it's gonna end up in the back of the 12. Right now, as it currently sits, those two in the back of the house are going to be close, but for sure there's 2 yellow for Potomac there. Again, in the 7th end, we got yellow Potomac with 7, red Full House Sweepers with 6. Potomac comes out of the hack with, well, not out of the hack, but uses the stick with a left to right curl on that. I think that's going to do a great job of getting by that red Full House Sweepers guard stone. And I think they'll have enough to maybe have a nice little button placement there. Up on the front of the 4, top of the 4. Right now, yellow team Potomac is in great scoring position with at least 3 stones to score if they stay at this point, possibly 4. That one by red Full House Sweepers on the far left, and then the other one by Potomac on the right are going to be darn close. Might have to get out the caliper to measure those. But by way of the screens, I would say yellow's got it. We're going to go to whatever team steps out of the hack first here for this next curl. And looks like Full House Sweepers on sheet 3 are stepping into the hack. That's their Skip Buechler. Throwing his first of 2 stones. Gonna go right for a little right to left curl. And I think they're just trying to bump and run their stone there that's on the front end of that. And they got it. Is it gonna get, look at that, folks. But I don't think it's enough. But you know what? That is good position to take away a couple of their points, and they got that guard. So really, they just took them down from a potential 4 to a 1 at this point. And in this close of a game, that's what you need to do. I mean, they're up by 1, and so if they can force this into an end 8 and mitigate the amount of points that yellow Potomac can score, that's what they want to do. So now the question is Potomac, with their second to last stone, going to throw a guard or go for points? Over on sheet 1, while sheet 3 deliberates, we have our all-female team, the Full House Sweepers, trying to sweep their way to victory, just narrowly clearing those guards. And I don't think it's going to clear that one in the middle, but gives it a bump. And from this angle, I can't see how they score, but it looks close. Looks like at least 1 stone is going to score there from this angle. I'm kind of staying fixed on sheet 3 here as the teams deliberate. Again, for those of you just tuning in, my name is Kev, just Kev, the voice that keeps you moist, here at the Charlotte Curling Club in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Grits and Granite curling event is happening. This has been a either 3 or 4 day event. I think teams kicked it off on Thursday, and depending on how you played Thursday and Friday determined what events you were playing in going on into this final day of curling. Have a knockout on the sheet 1 where our red team, Sea to Shining Sea, has just knocked out one of yellow's, Full House, and I think Full House still has the point over there. So over to sheet 3 now, where yellow Potomac is trying to curl one in and around that red front guard. Full House sweepers. I think it's going to kiss. Didn't kiss, but got a pretty nice guard. I would say, in my inexperienced novice opinion, at this point, with their last throw, Full House sweepers is going to try and throw a right to left curled stone to try and take out that stone by Potomac that's in scoring position. Well, on sheet 1, our all-female team, Full House, not to be confused with sheet 3, Full House sweepers. It's curling one in from right to left. Could that get there? And if they could bump that red one, that would be great. But I don't think they're going to. We're gonna head over to sheet 1 so that I can get a look at the camera and see who's in scoring position there. I know you folks viewing the stream got it live, so you can see better than me. So I'm looking at the screen here. And oh boy, was I wrong. Yeah, definitely Full House sweepers have the point there. I don't know why I even thought that Sea to Shining Sea one was in contention. Like I said, just the angles on these sheets of ice. If you're not looking at the screens with the bird's eye view, it makes all the difference. So, as our red team, Sea to Shining Sea, comes out of the hack for their 6th stone, they're going right of the centermost, or of the rightmost center line, curling right to left. We got this one coming in. This one looks a little heavy. I think she's going to go off the back as they sweep, but no, it doesn't. Wow, it was looking heavy coming in, but that really slowed down. Again, like I said earlier, these ice conditions change, so how they start when you first start curling is going to vary from where you're coming to the end of your curls at the end of the match. And so right now, red team, Sea to Shining Sea, has the scoring stone. Sea to Shining Sea in the lead against our Full House. Ladies team, I should say. They're not girls, they're ladies. Right now, red in the lead, Sea to Shining Sea, with 8 points to Full House's 4. Team Full House hasn't scored a point since the 4th end. This being the 7th end. All right, so we're going to head back over to sheet 3 where we have a hammer throw coming up because it's hammer time, ladies and gentlemen. Where Potomac lets it loose. Right now they got the stone and throw in scoring position. curling it in right to left, trying to get it around that stone, and it's going to kiss it. And what's that going to do? Nothing for them, but they secure themselves a point. That means yellow is going to increase their lead by 1. So heading into this eighth and final end for the B event final, we're going to have Team Yellow Potomac with 8 and Team Red Full House Sweepers with 6. It's not over yet. The fat lady has not sung, and there's still one end of curling left to play for the Sheet 3B final. So that takes the action to Sheet 1. Ooh, where we have Full House that just took one of their own stones out of the house there. Full House opened it up right now for our Sea to Shining Sea to throw a nice blocker in there. Honestly, with the way this is looking from the skips and vice skips here, I don't know if they're gonna throw a scoring guard or yeah, I think that's what they're calling for, like a scoring guard. Try to get it in close. That would give our Full House Sweepers an opportunity. If they throw it too far into the center of the house, that would give Team Full House in yellow the opportunity to knock it out and score with their stone. And that's what Team Full House really needs here. So let's see. All right, Sea to Shining Sea comes out of the hack. Nice, easy release. Looks like a guard stone. They're sweeping because that one looks like it'll make it across. I think it's curling a little bit more than they would like, but not horrible for, ooh, I don't know, that kind of opened it up. So now we got Full House here with their final stone. They have 2. Oh, I'm sorry. The skip there was standing in front of 1 stone, so they got 2 stones left. So they have an opportunity here to thread that needle, knock out Sea to Shining Sea stone. Let's see if they can do it. Team Skip Bush up in the hack, clearing off her stone, getting it ready, sweeping in front, making sure everything's set and in place. She's got her line, pushes off the hack. Nice release with a good weight on it. Going for a knockout. They're definitely going to get inside the right side red. Need that to curl a little bit for a direct hit. I think it's not going to be a direct hit, but they're going to get it. Boom. Okay, that's great for Full House. They got 2 stones in scoring position, but they've left that one kind of open for Sea to Shining Sea to put a stone in there and knock it out, which they would need. Realistically, the way this looks for me, in my novice opinion, is that they would want to hit off, curl that in right to left, hit just off of center so that it knocks out Full House's stone and then sneaks in behind that front stone of Full House for a nice guard. Because remember, Full House has the hammer here. 1 stone remaining. This is the last and final stone for Sea to Shining Sea. If you look at Sheet 3, we got our red Full House Sweepers, currently with 1 stone in the house in scoring position, and Potomac with 3 stones, potentially 3 stones, 2 for sure in the house, but need to get rid of that 1 stone. All right, so here we go. Sea to Shining Sea, Straight dead center. Oh my goodness, right into the button. They wanted that to get over just a little bit more. Because now, Team Skip for our full house on sheet 1 here in the C event final is going to have an opportunity to knock that one out. And if they do, that would give them 2 points. So huge stone here. Because otherwise, if they do not knock that stone out, that's going to give Team C to Shining C 9-4 lead. So here we go. Team Skip Bush pushes one out. Got a slow rotation on there. That's good for curling. Looks like it's coming in. She might be able to get it, and oh, she does. She does. Needs to move. And unfortunately, it does not move enough. And that means that C to Shining C is going to get the point there. And that means that in the 7th end, it's going to be C to Shining C 9. Full house in yellow 3. They're shaking hands, so that's going to be it for them in the C event final. Red team C to Shining C is going to take the cake on that one. Congratulations to both of our teams on sheet 1 in the C event final. Full house in yellow, C to Shining C in red. Let's head over to sheet 3 now. It's our last remaining B event final. And as I sit down, let's see here what we got. So on the board, we have Potomac in yellow facing off against Full House Sweepers in red. Right now, the Full House Sweepers have 2 stones in the house, with 1 stone being in the lead scoring position, whereas Team Potomac in yellow has 3 stones in the house. And as this one comes down, I can't see with players in the way. All right, looks like it's coming down in and going to be just off the middle of the 8. So a mid-8. And in this game here, we have yellow Team Potomac with 8. And red Full House Sweepers with 6. Got a nice right to left stone. With the weight of this one, they're definitely going for a takeout. Looks like they're going to catch the edge of that one and then bump them in, and they do. Oh my goodness. Hear the rounds of applause there. And that's going to leave Team Potomac in yellow with 3 scoring stones as it stands. Full House Sweepers with the way this is looking, as I'm listening to the fans here, it looks like they need to find a way to get 2. All right. Buchler, Team Skip, 4 Full House Sweepers. Calling it to the left side of the house. Maybe he's changing. He is. Yep, he's changing it. He's calling for a right to left curl on this one. Aiming for the outside of the 8. Right to left curl. There's the release. Looks like they're going to try and squeeze this one in. Weasel it in. Needs to make sure that it clears that first stone, which I think it will. And all right, looks like it's going to bounce and kiss off their one. Oh, man, that is not what Full House Sweepers wanted right there, because now Yellow's got 4 points. Potomac in the next throw. Still many stones to be thrown here. This is the last end. So Full House Sweepers need to score at least 2 points to take this to a skip shot. Potomac's curler using the push stick. Come out of there, try and with the weight of this one, looks like set up a guard. It's going to make it past the hack line. Mosey on in there, set him up for a guard. So now we have to deliberate on what Full House Sweepers are going to do. From the looks of Buechler, looks like he's contemplating going off of Potomac's stone on the left side there. Knocking it out for a takeout and kicking it off, but now let's see what he's thinking. Looks at it from the other side.
Let's send this one back here.
At this point, it's chess, not checkers. And all right, this is definitely a takeout stone with this weight. And if he gets this could potentially open it up. Oh, no, that's not what he wanted. He threaded the needle when they wanted to hit the stone. They did tap off the one there on the right, but I don't think that's what they want. I think they were looking to tap off the one there on the on the left and force it into their stone behind that one, and even potentially knock off that one on the far left. So now Yellow Potomac is going to be next up in the hack. As the skips go to the hack and round up this B event final. All right, we're back in action as Yellow Potomac on sheet 3 sends off their 7th stone. That's got to get some legs. Get some legs. Sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep. Come on. Okay. They're going to make it. Setting up that guard position. All right, as deliberation goes on, I'm going to check out our comments here. See how things are going on the comments feed. See if I can respond to any of you guys while this deliberates. Got some congratulations for Team Lee winning the A event final of the Grits and Granite Bonspiel. Congratulations going out to Team C to Shining Sea for winning the B event final. Looks like we got some questions about the scoring on sheet B. Please change the camera. I think the cameras are impossible to change with the way they're set up. All right. I see some comment. His name is Rob DeBovie, not not Joe DeBovie. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for the comments, though. All right, so over here to sheet 3B event final where Full House Sweepers has just launched their 7th stone. All right. Oh, man, that could have been gnarly for the Full House Sweepers if that one just would have sneaked past that Yellowstone there by Potomac. Both teams on their final stone in this 8th end. Again, the score is Team Potomac in yellow with 8. Team Full House Sweepers with 6. And I got to be honest, Full House Sweepers really need to make sure that they score some points here. So it's coming down to the wire because right now they got 1 stone really in scoring contention, but they need to take out that 1 Yellowstone in order to get it. So huge shot coming up here for yellow, our Team Potomac, as they try to protect their lead. Because red's going to have to come in and score 2 points. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it in order to push this to a skip-off. And I hope it does. And the only reason I hope it does because I love a good skip-off. I've never seen the first 2 that I've ever seen in my life happened today, actually, in our prior draw, where we had 2 teams have to have a skip-off. And the stone is cut loose on sheet 3 from Team Potomac, our yellow team. In the B event final, we got a right-to-left curl, hugging that center line as it curls even more towards the center, setting up a guard, and I think that's going to make it into the 12. Oh, if that gives it a bump, oh man, that could be big news for Full House Sweepers. I got to look at it on the camera, and yeah, Full House Sweepers are going to get a point there at this point. Well, they're not going to get a point, but that stone is going to be in scoring contention with the hammer, so this is going to be huge. Oh, man, you guys should see it right now. The fans are gathering around because that just made a huge difference. Everyone is crowding around this final stone for the hammer. My goodness. Full House Sweepers on this final stone. I would hate to be the skip on Full House Sweepers right now because there's a lot of pressure. She needs to score, or I'm sorry, yeah, she needs to score this stone in order to push this to a skip stone final. So, man, all you viewers at home have to be on the edge of your seats as much as I am right now because this is a very important stone. Right now we got Full House Sweepers in red scoring 1. So they, whatever they do, they have to score 1 on this in order to push it to a skip-off. Because right now, again, the score is Team Potomac in yellow 8, Team Full House Sweepers in red 6. They have to score 1 point here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 10-minute deliberation, folks, because there is a lot on the line here. This is the B event final. Both teams are playing exceptionally well, very well matched against each other. Team Skip Buechler. for Full House Sweepers. Cleans his stone off. Gets the call from Vice Skip. And I'm going to stand right behind this so I can comment it going back. All right, here we go. And he's off. He's out of the hack. The stone is coming down. He's going for a right to left curl. And he's got to get this in. It's going. It's got decent weight. They need to sweep. They got to sweep. They're sweeping. Is it going to make it? Looks like it's going to make it. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, and look at that. The crowd goes wild. What a throw from Team Skip Buechler to tie this off. That's going to send it into a skip-off, folks. Boy, I haven't seen excitement like this since I was 4 playing Nintendo Mario Brothers. Ah, man, this is great. We're going to go into a skip-off. What a day of curling this has been at the Grits and Granites competition here in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Charlotte Curling Club. Wow. Man, the pressure was on Buechler there. I can't say enough. Like, he had to thread that needle and put that right where it needed to be, and he did. His number was called, and he did what he had to do, and now we're going to see one hell of a skip-off here. This is going to be great. They're sending the stones back for this B event final. Wow. Talk about a nail biter. I don't know about you, but my nails are chewed right up until the cuticles. Correction, it's not Buechler, it's Buechler, I'm sorry. So, thank you, Leanne, that's Buechler. The skip for Full House Sweepers ties it up, Buechler. Again, apologize to you guys. I was not prepped on the names of any of these contenders, so I'm just reading them as I go. And here we go. All right, for the skip off for Full House Sweepers. Redstone coming down. Medium weight. Going we need that to curl a little bit, and it is. It's coming in. Look at that. That's a good stone. All right. Just shy of the button. Compared to the other skip-offs that we've seen, that is a great stone being thrown. All right, so here we go. Team Potomac in yellow throwing off with a left to right curl on this one. And the way that this looks like it's going to get to the right of the line. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a skip off, but they're doing an extra end. I'm sorry. Is that what they're doing? Okay, excuse me for a moment, folks, as I take a quick break. I apologize, folks. So as what I was just told, so for the finals, it's not a skip off, it's an extra end. So we're going to see an extra end out of these teams, but still, what a great last stone by Buechler there to push this into an extra end. I got a great little side story for you folks tuning into the cast here. So their lead stone thrower for Potomac in yellow here has a 540 flight. So the fact that this is going into extra innings or extra ends, as they say in the curling world, is going to be pushing it tight for that flight. Hopefully they don't have bags to check. Otherwise, they're going to be cutting it close. But hey, sometimes you got to make sacrifices to win the big ones. All right here, full house sweepers. Getting one into the top of the 12, maybe the bottom of the 12, and into the top of the 8. And with the way those stones are sitting, looks like that's going to leave Potomac with 1 point as the stones lie. All right, here we go. Potomac curling off with a left to right curl, trying to take out this full house sweeper stone. And the way that's hitting, that might even take out their, oh no, that is not what they wanted. I can guarantee that. That just gave full house sweepers the advantage with a great little blocker up there by yellow Potomac stone as well. Just on the middle of the 4. Beekler, the skip, makes the call. Going for a right to left curl. Or I'm sorry, a left to right curl. As I said before, it depends on your perspective and what you're watching. If it's wrong, just reverse it, whatever I say. Because we got monitors up here. I'm also watching the game from one perspective, so from the game to the monitors, it's all different. Just a moment, folks. I'm going to correct myself. All right, so just got some coaching tips here from one of the fans as Potomac takes out their own stone and opens it up. Beekler decides what he wants to call here, and he's calling for a front guard, it looks like. He wants that stone to land in front of the 12 with a counterclockwise, but that was the correction that was made. Counterclockwise and clockwise is always the same versus right to left. So we're going to go with a clockwise curl on this. So they're going clockwise. Curler comes out of the hack, releases it with a clockwise curl. And that's going to mosey on in. And they're not going to sweep it so that it creates a nice block for them and just allows that stone to curl. That's what they want. Right there, that's not bad. You want those stones slightly off center so that it makes it harder for the opponents to hit the stones and knock yours out. This presents a great opportunity for Team Full House Sweepers because if they do, if for example Potomac wants to come in here and knock that front stone out into their stone that's sitting near the button, it would also put them in contention to have their stone stay right in the middle of the house. And it looks like Potomac's going to do the same and try and do a knockout, maybe a double knockout here. That's a heavy stone, going to knock it out, kiss it over, and their stone is going to remain in scoring position so long as they can knock out Full House Sweeper's stone in the middle. I just took a break there very briefly to try and confirm whether if this is a wash where no stones score, which would be hard for no stones to score if they would go to another end, or if it would be a skips throw, and I think it would go to another end. So we got a clockwise curl here from Full House Sweepers coming to the front. Maybe the front of the 8, maybe the front of the 4. No, gonna stay in the middle of the 4, or I'm sorry, the middle of the 8. Potomac's curler using the pusher stick. That's a heavy throw, so we obviously know that he's going for a knockout. Ooh, they provide themselves a good guard for the Full House Sweepers there in red. Ooh. 2 stones left. It's going to come down to the skips here, folks, at the Charlotte Curling Club in Charlotte, North Carolina, at the Grits and Granite Curling event. So as the skips go back, we have Full House Sweepers skip Beekler going to step into the hack as vice skip gives him a direction, aiming to the left side of the house here. I don't quite know where he wants this one to land for them. Gonna go with a clockwise curl. And I think that's gonna be a nice touch. Nice touch. There we go. Gonna get just past the hack line. Present a nice guard. But I've seen it today. They can still squeak one in there. If they thread that needle between the 2 reds, I'm quite certain that they could knock out Full House Sweepers stone. All right, this is the first of the 2 final rocks for Team Potomac as their skip steps into the hack. Getting a line from the vice skip. And I would have to assume that this is going to be also a clockwise curl. Deliberation still happening as Skip for Potomac cleans off his stone, steps into the hack. That's got a good weight to it. Needs the curl a little bit for what they want. I think this is going to be all right. Going to make it past there. Is it going to curl enough to touch it? Oh, man. Just didn't curl enough or went a little bit too hard. Oh, man. Last stone for Full House Sweepers, where they need to set a nice guard here. They got that first stone at the hack line, or at the hog line, and the second stone. They're going to want to put one right in between that, and that's going to force Potomac to go for all the gusto. And the only thing I could imagine, so if you're watching on the screen where they're telling them to place it for a guard, the only option left for Team Potomac would be to try and get that second red stone for the Full House Sweepers, knock it into their Yellowstone to knock out the red stone of the Full House Sweepers and leave theirs in scoring position, which, you know, basically you got a 4-stone hit there. And I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but boy, that would you got a lot of geometry happening there, and Pythagorean's theorem is not going to be to your advantage at that point. I hope they paid attention in math class. Right now, Full House Sweepers not really having to pay attention in math class, but just get their angles right. This right here is a finesse in touch shot where they just got to get it right and land it right. Interesting. That is not the approach I thought they were going to take at all. So let's see how this ends up. Again, I'm a novice, so I have no idea what their actual play here was. Oh, they're trying to give it a little kiss. Oh, man, that's actually going to – oh, I don't know. Boy, my inexperience is not to my advantage here to how they're going to play this. But I don't know if they can curl one in and around that second stone. But that's what I'm thinking. If it was me, what I would want to try and do, because I think you usually get about a 4-foot curl on most stones. So if they played it right, they might be able to thread that needle, which is not a small needle, in between those front 2 guard stones that Full House Sweepers have put out there, knock it in to their own Yellowstone to knock out the redstone. And you know, this is going to call for a hero shot right here. They need a hero. Yeah, if you look, I'm looking on the screen here. I have no idea what he's trying to line up here. Like I said, if all right, so what I'm hearing from the fans here is that they're thinking they can knock the top red into the back red, split the stones, and so they're going to have to also throw this with some heat, because they got to have enough momentum to hit the top red, knock it into the back red without hitting their own yellow. Boy, this is this this really is quite the like if it were me, and again, I don't know what I'm talking about as much as someone else does, but if it were me, I would almost say that the better shot would be to curl in clockwise, hit that Yellowstone into Full House Sweepers redstone, and then take the points. But we'll see what he's thinking here. All right, he's lined up in the hack. It all comes down to this stone, like the Lord of the Rings. Oh no! He falls out of the hack. Oh boy, that is not what he wanted to do. Oh man, he fell out of the hack. That's going to be a Full House Sweepers B event final win. That is not the way they wanted to end, but you know what? Good curling by both teams as they shake hands and congratulate each other. Again, this was a great Grits and Granite curling event put on by the Charlotte Curling Club here in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you've ever been interested or wanted to curl and you're in the Charlotte area, make sure you look them up, contact them. I'm sure that you can just Google it or look them up on Facebook even. Great sport to get into, low impact. Like I said, it's actually great exercise. Make some amazing friends while you're out here. This has been an amazing event that I've been able to commentate. I want to give a huge shout out to the Charlotte Curling Club for allowing me to commentate on this, even given my inexperience. I hope it was as fun for you as it was for me, all those tuning in. Also, big shout out to Circle City Curling Club, because if it was in Indiana, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known half the knowledge or the terminology that I needed to commentate this event. So again, let's give a round of applause for those of you watching at home to our Full House Sweepers. Our full house sweepers in red taking the B event final championship. And I hope you all enjoyed tuning into the live stream here on our YouTube channel for the Charlotte Curling Club. Keep your brooms on the ice. Kev out.